10 years ago, a group of degenerates started making YouTube videos, and they had no business making. These men escaped from a maximum security YouTube prison only to end up in an internet underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of Night Strike. If you have a question and no one else can help, if you can find them, maybe you can watch the B Team. Oh, nerds!
Oh, that was so great. That was super great.
Wait, so if you're soldiers of me, does that mean I'm the colonel?
No, you are God himself, the creator.
I'm not a god.
We just wear your sigil on our chest, our chest ribs and stuff. It's just
the way Crusader Knights wear a cross on their chest. We'll wear like some sort of signet of Night Strike like that.
Yeah, the signet of a blue dress.
Well, that
we'll
was
figure
awesome.
something
there
out.
you go.
Hope you guys like that intro.
That was so cool.
That was amazing.
That was great.
I just had to watch the original A-Team intro or whatever and just rewrite it a little bit. And then
Tom F says that was fantastic.
Awesome. Well, I hope everybody out there is doing well tonight. This is a Monday night B Squad replacement chat. I figured we could talk about a little bit of video games and TV shows and movies and fun stuff for whatever the fuck we end up talking about. I don't really care. It'll be like a free-for-all chat kind of tonight. So if you guys have any subjects or things that you want to cover, give me an @eHonda. I'll try to get all of those. And as always, super chats are not necessary, but welcome and appreciated in advance. That being said, Tom F dropped in $2 and said that was fantastic. Thanks, man.
It was.
And Tom F also dropped in $10 before we even started to say hi, all. So I do appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. How's it going?
What up, Tom?
That's awesome. Super nice.
Your donations make this show possible.
Can we talk about Mandalorian theories?
Yes.
Because there's so many flying around right now.
Why not?
Go on.
I've got a couple so far. If you're ready or no?
Yes.
So first one
I'm ready.
I would kick off would be, I think this may be a little bit of a stretch, but I'm kind of excited about it. It ties in Obi-Wan with Boba Fett. There's a theory that Obi-Wan will go to Naboo at some point of the show, and then he will be the one who flies that starfighter back. Hence why the beat up Naboo starfighter is in Boba Fett on Tatooine.
When does aren't they making an Obi-Wan series too?
Yeah,
They're supposed to
already
be,
made
yes.
it, I think.
I've seen some footage.
Dude, so honestly, dude, they're going to have, especially since it's all owned by Disney, it's all like the same studio and shit.
Yeah.
They're going to have the Mandalorian. They're going to have Boba Fett. They're going to have like Bo-Katan and all the other people potentially here and there pop in for an episode, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a theory, and it basically like the last episode we had of Boba Fett was like the first episode of The Mandalorian season 3. And my theory is that makes sense if Boba Fett ends up with the Darksaber.
Well,
show was about the Darksaber.
Well,
there's some kind of like written in their book of beliefs that like a Mandalorian who wears the sigil of Boba Fett will carry the Darksaber and free them and restore them.
Yeah.
So I think Boba Fett is the answer.
Well, remember in the books that are non-canon now because Disney said so. At one point, Boba Fett became Mandalore.
Night Strike. Don't nobody read books.
I know nobody reads books.
In the
anymore,
Legends
right?
books, he was always
Read.
Mandalore because it was inherited from father to son.
Read.
Fucking reading people.
So what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's gonna go get Baby Yoda from Luke, and is he gonna take him, or is he just gonna visit him?
I think he's just gonna visit him, give him his little like helmet or whatever the fuck he had made, and then be like, make sure like he's okay or whatever, and be like, oh, I'll be back for you, but I gotta go
I think made
the
him
green
Prince
one.
Albert.
Yeah.
Well, there's two ways it could go, though. It could go Baby Yoda's like causing fucking shit at Luke's place and like eating people and shit, and he has to take him back.
Or eating frog eggs again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Eating sentient beings.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the lastly, I guess who's going to be our big reveal?
I think Han Solo.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Kyle Katarn.
No.
Han Solo, baby.
Probably.
I think it's
Skywalker, right? Because they gotta he's got to deliver the Mandalorian stuff
that's
to
for
him.
sure.
That's for sure. I like Kyle Katarn. That's a super cool thing. Did that get erased?
I don't think it's going to be Kyle Katarn, only because it doesn't make. I could see him showing up in Mandalorian, but not Boba Fett yet.
Okay.
I think we're going to see a very small cameo from Han Solo. Like
I could see Han Solo because that's what the rumor I've been hearing going around. I could also see what's the fuck's his name? The other bounty hunter that was before Boba Fett.
Vanguard, Boss.
Django?
No. Fuck.
The guy with
the one
hat?
from Clone Wars. Yeah. Why am I blanking on his name?
Oh, you talking about like the lizard-looking dude? Yeah.
Cad Bane?
Yeah, Cad
Bane.
Bane.
Yes.
Bane, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard Bosk stuff going around.
I would love to see Boss because if Boss comes in, he's gonna have to fight Black Chrysanthemum, and that's just gonna be a badass fight.
Dude, I can't wait to see that Black Wookiee dude kick ass.
Yeah, I've heard that he's gonna call like all bounty hunters, and it's gonna be like a throwback to Empire Strikes Back. We're gonna get the lineup from Forlom, Zuckuss.
Tatooine is now the home of the
which I'm completely fine with. Like if they bring in like Zuckuss and Bosk and Dengar, like I am in for it. IG-88's destroyed though. Well,
no,
there's IG-11. IG-88 was a whole bunch, a whole line of droids. It wasn't just one.
No, but IG-88.
They took over the factory and just kept producing more of that.
Okay, so IG-88 isn't dead because that happened in.
Well, that unit
that fucking finish the fucking sentence. Fuck.
Yeah.
Night Strike. Fuck, man. IG-88 died in Shadows of the Empire, right? And that's not
true.
canon.
Yeah.
Legends. So, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I hope he comes back.
What if they did that? What if they brought back what's his name from Shadows of the Empire?
Oh, Dash Rendar.
I like how Duke sounds like me now. Like, stop interrupting me.
I think
poor Pete Steak dropped in $20. Thanks, man. It said,
wow.
B Squad. Hopefully, our boy NEA didn't get Clinton. You know what happened was it was really hot inside of his house, and he had that new SKS that he just got, and he was cleaning.
And he had his pants off.
So
what happened is
he almost bled to death. So it wasn't funny, guys.
He used really bad lube, so like after it snapped shut, it kind of locked.
Oh. Wait, what was he using it for? The lube.
Well, he was fucking the SKS. Everybody
right, that's what it. Now, I mean, honestly, we know that Matt is alive, but we don't really know what's going on either, man. We're all kind of worried too, to be honest. And
he told me he was not in prison.
I mean, my theory is, he was hopping on here dressed up as a uni who was the bomb, and all of a sudden he just kind of disappeared after that. It's like,
And then, like, they arrested that CRS firearms dude at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a grand conspiracy. Maybe he had an auto key card.
No, Matt doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would get something like that.
I heard it had something to do with January 6th. So
he was there.
Matt was actually there.
He was diagnosed with stage 4 homosex.
That was a disease that you could die from like you did.
Jesus, man, stage 4, that's no good.
Man.
Hana, to tell you the truth, you got his kids to draw a penis all over his head in permanent marker. He just won't come on, he can't even go to work now.
Yeah.
He's just claiming COVID until the fucking permanent marker wears off or whatever.
And now he's like stayed inside so long that he started like turning into like Howard Hughes with the 9-inch nails and shit, so he can't leave.
I thought it was more like Schmeagol.
Actually,
what happened looking all like Schmeagol.
What actually happened was Matt was kicking ass, and all of a sudden Honda came out of nowhere and picked him up and chucked him down a vent shaft as Matt was like falling, shooting lightning from his fingers.
Yeah.
And then Honda took over the show. So.
I thought Matt's just been a bouncer at a bar for the last little bit, and he's just been kicking ass like Roadhouse.
Well, we talked about the theory where all Kevin or Patrick Swayze movies are connected, right? Like it's all the same life.
It's all the same
Right,
universe.
right, and it's all based upon Never Enough Ammo's real life.
Yeah, so right now we're experiencing the Red Dawn section, maybe, where he's disappeared and off the grid.
Has anybody searched for a Matt in the Tron universe? He might have got sucked in.
We gotta go save
I
him.
actually really like the newer Tron movie. I know
I do
I
too.
didn't like it, but I fucking really did.
I wanted to see a
Yes.
sequel.
It's better than the
Planned for
older
one,
Tron
but then
movie.
whatever happened to that? Like it just fucking dropped off the map.
Well,
or
they were gonna make a sequel, and then because it apparently the sequel bombed, they decided, we're not gonna make another one.
Okay, that's one of those movies. The soundtrack is awesome.
Yeah.
If you're kinda into that,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're kind of into that a little bit, it's good to like treadmill or just like lift weights too. That's a really good one to do that too, because you can get lost in it.
It might be something they just put on Disney Plus as an exclusive.
So, did you guys watch the Boba Fett documentary that they put on Disney Plus? It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Nah, I didn't see it.
It was all talking about like his origin and stuff, and like apparently the
Yeah,
initial
it's
thought was,
that
like,
one that called Under the Helmet, right?
Yeah, the initial thought was like badass stormtroopers, but then they couldn't afford to make more than one set of armor, so they were like, "Well, he's the last left of an elite group of warriors that used to fight Jedi."
MSB 9021 says that SKS thing might be something. Grand Thumb? You got SKS Schlong. It's a thought. Jesus
SKS long, I like it.
SKS Long. There you go.
I don't even want to picture what that looks like. Like the fucking
It's
like
like
the
that
head
motor-
is split in two, but it's got like a circular fucking like stab wound in it.
It's like
Ask
the
Duke.
motorcycle.
Duke would know.
Yeah, Duke had it done to his.
No, who was it that had a fucking chicken pock on the end of their dick and they fucking
yeah.
pee twice now?
Yeah, Foos or whatever. Was it
Foos, that's
yeah.
What the fuck?
Or he talked about it.
Yeah,
in
he
late.
talked about that shit on air.
The over under
He
shotgun.
admitted it in front of like 150 people, so we can talk about it now.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a
like that's
little
probably some
inebriated.
sort of horrible venereal disease.
Yeah, his parents just told him it was chicken pox,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they didn't have to pay for the fucking
he
whatever.
actually had
fucking shit.
space AIDS.
Spades. That's what Spades is.
It was kind of horrible.
He loved
I'm
a
not
dirty
gonna lie.
woman.
Spades.
It was horrible.
Or a dirty man.
Well, you don't want to get the black syphilis, right, Duke?
No, you gotta stay on the island. I'll tell you, baby.
That's Duke's favorite syphilis.
Yeah, the
The
black
black.
one is the best.
Out of all of them, that's the one that Duke likes the most.
I like the Christmas Jesus the best, Honda.
I like baby Jesus. 9 pounds, 8 ounces in your golden diaper.
Swaddling cloth.
Jesus Christ.
I like my Jesus to be the lead singer of a Leonard Skinner cover band.
Speaking of
What?
cover band, to go back to TV shows and shit like that, everyone saw the trailer for Halo.
I have not.
Yep.
Was it good?
I have. Some of
It's
it
good until
is
you get
cool.
to Cortana, because Cortana is actually, I think, played by the same person that voices her and shit in the game, but they didn't render her properly.
Yep.
Like, she looks too human. They need to, which they could fix, because they're getting a lot of backlash on it, so it could be like Sonic. It'd be easy enough for them just to go over with a blue hue on her, and they'd be fine.
I'd like to introduce everyone to Mr. Crossing the Streams. How do you do, Foos?
Two whole dick.
Yo, this dude over here.
There's one rule. You don't cross the streams. Bad things happen.
That's true. That's true.
When you come, does it shoot out two holes?
No.
Damn. I want to see that.
Oh my god.
14 minutes,
God
27
left this
seconds.
chat
That's
long
all it
ago.
took. That's all. It
What?
took.
Damn.
14 minutes, 27 seconds.
You know you love me, Duke.
That's all it took.
So, Fuse, is it forked like a possum's, like at the very end? Or,
No.
Honda's double D.
Is it
Is it a
attached?
split
What's
penis?
wrong with all of you?
No split.
My only
penis.
question is, does it split over under or is it side by side?
No, it's over under. We talked about this.
Oh, that's classy, like a duck hunter. Okay.
Well, like there is a man in England that has 2 functional 10.5-inch side-by-side penises, and I would just like to give him my number.
Jesus. Is that
I mean,
real?
He left the chat a while ago too.
Shit.
Is that real or did you just say that?
No, that's real. There's a dude in England that
No.
has side-by-side.
He's
That
got
is not
okay,
real.
so my
Look up
dream is a
pictures.
reality. Got it. Okay.
That is not real.
You
There's
can
no
look
way
up
that's
pictures, dude. He does porn.
Pictures.
Does he fuck
really.
2 bitches at once?
Yes.
Nice. Dude, that's the dream right there.
Well, I'm just saying, like you had the dream. Now you can see it through this.
Wait. Two 10-inchers? I wish I had one.
Someone
Well,
send a
that's
link to
the
Travis
pieces
P.
of
Levin's Discord so I can watch it there.
So to make Honda's dream happen, look into his Patreon for some.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
totally take up donations to let Honda go see his dream in person.
no, for him to actually get the surgery to get his dream.
Oh Jesus, no. Daniel dropped in $2 and said, "See if you say never enough ammo 3 times, if it will summon his ass." Everyone go to the mirror in their bathroom and turn off the lights and light
Everyone
a
go
candle
to your-
and say never enough ammo. Never
Everyone
enough
go to
ammo.
your
Never
phones
enough
right
ammo.
now and text this number I'm about to give you.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
It's like,
Why'd you give all of them Night Strike's number?
that'd be even better.
No, absolutely not. No,
Oh, actually, that's a super good idea.
It's a very good idea.
Oh man.
no.
Thank you, Angry.
Do not make me change my number.
Oh man, that is. Whew. Everybody
Rob,
got
777-9311.
The fuck?
You know that
Rob
song?
Keating- No, I thought.
867-5309.
Yeah, that's Jenny.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
It's a different phone number though.
Yeah.
Raw Feeding dropped in $10. Said, "Peeps, find yourself a life partner that will buy you an upper you wanted for an anniversary gift. Hashtag that's real love. PSA 16 carbine length 5.56 NATO 1-7 M4 nitride. Now I just need the BCG and CH charging handle."
Bitches
Nice.
just steal your money and your heart, dude. Fuck 'em.
Mhm.
In your
That's
car.
awesome, dude. Congratulations.
That's way better than the life partner that, you know, like doesn't have a job and stays home because like you have kids together and then you go to work for like 12 hours one day making $15 an hour and you come home after 12 hours of work and you calculate in your head that it's somewhere around $180 of money that you made after tax on your paycheck, and there's all this shiny shit and weird stuff on the walls when you get home and you're like, "What is all this?" And she's like, "Oh, I was at the store and I just wanted to buy some stuff." And you're like, "How much did it cost?" And she's like, "Oh, it was cheap. It was like $180. And you're like, "That's how much money I made today since I woke up. And I fucking hated today. And it was awful. And now, thank you." Okay. That's not a
Dude.
real story or anything.
You're just like encouraging people to be gay, Honda.
I'm just saying, dude. Find one that won't just fucking spend your money like it's water.
Oh man.
Because they
It's
will.
brutal. Mhm.
Daniel says,
That's
at
why I
what,
find
point,
ones with their own job.
at what point do we have to write off NEA as dead?
Never,
Never.
ever.
He's still alive.
Never.
He's texting us.
What is dead can never die.
Mm. No, that which has no life.
No,
I mean,
it's true. That man has no dick.
Yes, dickless.
That's
I
one
feel
hell
like
of a
NEA
question.
watches from the shadows.
Well, I know he was watching the chat the other night because he texted me in the middle of it. So I know that he's alive and at least able to like watch stuff on a computer or something or on a phone or whatever.
I mean,
Where he's at, what he's dealing with, I don't know, man. I hope that everything's okay and he's just taking some mental time or whatever it is, you know.
Hell, it could be a
that,
number of things. He was talking
it
about
could be
how
his
shitty
internet.
his job was.
Remember
So
how
it could
shitty his
be-
internet is?
No.
It could be
Nah,
his
he
internet.
got the That's Skylink or whatever.
Yeah, he has Starlink and normal internet now. All he's got to do is hook it up.
He finally got the Starlink. Okay.
Well, it finally got delivered to him. He never fucking hooked it up, though.
You know, if you're on these chats more often, you know about it.
Well, you know, I can't always be here.
It's okay. The blue dress commandos keep your presence.
Someone has to fight the goblins in Moria.
You know, if you're gonna keep calling me a god, I have to go and actually do my godly duties every now and then.
No, you're just Gimli. You were fighting
you're
the mines of Moria.
Orcs in Moria now.
And my axe.
And my axe, yes. Let me ask you a
We got a
question.
full squad here with the B team. We got
Yeah.
a bigot, we got a dwarf, we got a guy with 2 holes in his dick.
Yo.
We have a guy with 2 dicks.
We got the token black guy.
Oh wow, you went
there.
Who is that? Night Strike?
Yep.
We have a marine, and
Yeah, I'm white as sour cream. Yeah.
Oh.
Night Strike, we all know you're an Oreo.
No, you shut it. You know that's not true. You've seen me in person.
Oh God, black.
You know what an Oreo? There you go.
I almost called it Black Alley.
You like an Oreo.
Back Alley says, remember NEA suggesting taking care of that urethra pox with fingernail clippers.
Oh.
Oh,
Ow.
It's like flipping off a skin tag.
On the tip, though.
Just
Yeah.
that.
Like if you had a skin tab on your tip, I hope that you have enough fortitude to cut it off, because that's just gross looking and probably looks like an STD, even if it's not.
Nah, it makes you unique.
This is why I should have been a urologist, because like I would totally help someone cut that thing off.
Yeah,
Be
but
Skin tags adds character.
the problem is,
Jesus.
Ray, you'd enjoy that though.
Oh,
It'd be like that thing in Robin Hood Men in Tights when he's like,
Yeah,
"Get your thing here."
you
Put some
your
oil.
thing in here, and then
This chat's falling quicker than building 7. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not a pop culture
That's not
podcast
your
anymore.
I'm about half a bottle into a bottle of rum right now, so that's part of it.
Why is that
Oh, so what kind of rum you get?
Appleton Estate.
Okay, I got Bacardi Gold right here.
I like Bacardi.
Yeah.
I've been drinking Appleton Estate lately because I've been finding it cheap.
Ah, well, that makes it even better. Drink what you can afford.
I like
Ruppy Bear says, I like to beat off when I get kidney stones. I like the bird. Jesus, dude.
Ow.
Ooh.
Oh
Damn.
my God.
What the fuck?
Chucky.
Beat off when you have kidney stones. Be a man.
I mean, we could talk about urethral sounding, but I don't think anyone wants to know about that.
No.
Oh my god.
Why does everyone have a hard on for 30 super carry?
I don't know because they're
Because
gay
it's
and
the
like the
new
newest
thing that they're gonna get given. Like all the gun channels are gonna be given, so they're like, "Oh yeah, I fucking think 30 super carry is the coolest thing ever. Give me free guns."
It's
and ammo."
basically the new 224 Valkyrie.
You gotta buy 30 super carry. You're not defended now, dude.
Well, I mean, isn't it basically like 30 caliber, but like a 380 power?
No, it's like they took a 32 ACP and shoved more powder into it to make it go faster, from what I understand. Maybe a little bit longer case too.
Kind of like a 32 French long.
Yeah, that's what I was comparing it to with Duke earlier.
But does Mr. Guns and Gear has a deal on it already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's already got a coupon
Probably.
code for you.
Okay.
I mean, like he's already in with Smith & Wesson, so I'm sure he's got a coupon code for 18 guns in that caliber.
And federal. And
Oh,
federal.
nice.
I mean, I guess it's like one of those things for people like us who are like, I like guns, and there's a new gun and I need it, and there's a new caliber and I don't have it. I got to find a gun to shoot it just in case it's the zombie apocalypse, and I happen upon some of that ammo in the field so I can shoot it.
So the thing is with this is you can't shove a 32 ACP pill into it because it's too big. Because 32 ACP is 314. This is a true 308 diameter. So nothing
Finding
else.
Projectiles is gonna suck.
What?
Finding projectiles is gonna be hard as fuck then, because
Yeah.
everything's 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shit cartridge. I mean, yeah, it flies at 1,500 feet per second, and the pressures are 50,000 psi. It's rifle cartridge pressures.
Here's my question: is why wouldn't you just buy like a Sig 365 if you want a tiny gun and have 9mm?
Right.
Because it's not as cool, and you get 2 more rounds, and you all know that if you don't have enough rounds in a gunfight, because you're always going to get bugged by 5 guys with AKs. In which case,
I don't even top off my mags.
2 more rounds in a single stack.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
like, ooh, you're fucked still.
Mhm.
We have 8 rounds instead of 6.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're just fucked with more bang.
Raw Feeding says, what does the panel think about almost 1 billion records that gun channels have been reporting on? You guys know about this? Have you heard? I watched part of a video.
Yeah, they're making
Tell me
some
more.
sort of
Tell me more.
registry.
Well,
Yeah.
well, they say it's not a registry, but what it is, they are everything's digitized now. We all knew it was becoming digitized.
So I was trying to watch the video from Mr. Guns and Deals. I mean, Guns and Gear.
I got
I don't even know what his real name is now. And I realized the man looks like a penis.
You just now realized this?
Yeah.
I've been making fun of him for looking like Mr. Clean for like the last 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, he's just a penis with like eyebrows.
Honestly, I had no issue with him until it was like looking through Honda's Twitter feed. Every 3rd post was another deal from Mr. Guns and Deals.
I mean, you got to pay for your life somehow, I guess. If your military pension isn't enough, you can always grift on YouTube.
Well, like, I don't have an issue with him making money. I just have an issue with him being like so blatant about it. Like, he's not really there to do anything else but like get you coupon codes. I don't know.
well, it's hard to take like on his assessment of anything seriously if he's sponsored by whatever, you know. You could be coming up with like, well, I don't know, a video tomorrow being like, Taurus is the greatest like concealed carry option ever. You don't need your SIG P365.
You don't need your P320. Just get a Taurus TX something.
You know, when we say it on this chat, it's most likely drunken banter that means almost nothing. So therefore, you can believe it.
I do kind of want a Taurus TH9. I think that's a cool handgun.
It's
My-
all right.
My issue is
remember
just
which one that is.
be
That's
transparent.
a polymer frame hammer fired.
If you're a commercial, be a commercial. If you're going to be an advocate for gun rights and things, then be that. Or if you're just going to be a
Exactly.
show on a bunch of things, that's cool. But when it's not genuine, and I know it's just like bullshit, then it means nothing.
Well, I never fucking trust what the manufacturers want as far as gun rights go, because half the time what's good for them is not good for us, and what's not good for
Exactly.
us is good for them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, considering this is the same industry that will do different versions and variants for obvious reasons for law enforcement and special agencies. So they're their biggest clients, so they got to cater to them. So if they step on their toes,
You mean to tell me that a company that will introduce a gun in 38 Special 2 years before they introduce the same gun in 357 Magnum, knowing that they will sell a bunch of 38s that will eventually be resold because they buy a 357? You mean that industry is out to get us?
oh man, my Model 65 is a trade-in. Yeah.
But seriously,
onto
though,
something.
like, I don't know how many guns come out like that where like the caliber everybody wants is the 3rd caliber they make that gun in.
Glock all day.
HBO Matt dropped in $5 and said the Canadian truckers are trying to decide if it's too impolite to keep the train horns going after midnight. Some border crossings are blocked now. Dude, that's hilarious. Like, I don't know. Like, I was looking at a video from this morning. There's this guy, Viva Fry, that I watch on YouTube who was like going through the downtown area where all the truckers were and like the protests and shit like that. And they brought their own trash bags so that they could clean up trash off of the street. They were shoveling snow off of the sidewalk for the police. Like, these were like it was the most polite and like, I don't know what the word, like well-regulated freaking protest I've ever seen. And then you cut to the Justin Trudeau talking about it, and it's just like complete fucking lies. Everything that he said was a lie, and he was like, "And I'm not going to meet with these people." Bah. Like, dude, what a piece of shit, dude! What a piece of fucking work that guy is.
Completely agree. I thought it was hilarious the fact that how he conveniently got COVID and is going to work from home for the next 2 weeks.
Like, I forget what the quote was. It's something like, "I will not be intimidated by these protesters as I say this from my country home outside of the city because I left because I was intimidated."
Right.
From this small friends group.
Well, I mean, again, going back to the chat from last night, who put fucking Trudeau in power? Anybody?
Trump.
Klaus
Schwab. That's right. Klaus Schwab was the guy who orchestrated his entire campaign and funded part of it and made things happen for him and like talked to his buddy Rupert Murdoch and the other media moguls to get positive press for him and da-da-da-da-da and put him in power.
Rupert Murdoch fucked Randy Quaid's wife.
Quaid.
Well, I thought it was just that, he was just the illegitimate son of Fidel Castro.
No.
That's the theory.
That's another theory.
I've heard that. I don't know.
I was just about to bring that up.
Didn't his mother and Fidel Castro know each other?
Yeah,
that was Ted Cruz.
No, it's Trudeau. Because Trudeau's parents, before he was born, spent a lot of time going and visiting Castro because, Trudeau's father was prime minister at the time and he was trying to, improve relations between Cuba and Canada.
By throwing his wife at the Cuban minister. Okay.
So Trudeau's dad's wife fucking liked fucking Castro, so Trudeau's Castro's son? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wife
you ever
swap.
see that dude eat it off that when he fell off that plane in 2006, Castro?
No.
You ever
He
see
what?
Gerald Ford fall
He
down
fell.
the plane stairs?
Yeah, he fell. He slipped and fell. He was getting off a plane and he fell. Oh man, he ate it so hard.
Phew.
Pretty good video. Don't really care about the guy, so
Didn't
it's funny to
Biden
laugh.
fall down the stairs once or twice?
No, he fell
He
upstairs.
fell up.
He fell up them.
He's the
Multiple
only idiot
times
to
he
fall
fell
up the
up,
stairs to Air Force One.
Dude, who's Trudeau's wife? Wasn't there some fucking crazy story with that? She's like 30 years older than him or something.
She's just
Like, she was his
Maxwell's
teacher.
sister.
She was his teacher, and like they were fucking when he was like too young to like consent.
What?
And
Hold
then
up.
they got separated for a couple of years, and then they ended up getting married or something. I think that's the story. It's something like that, dude. It's something fucked up like that. And she's like 20 or 30 years older than him.
Like some Mary Kay Letourneau shit.
Yeah, he's like that dude who fucked the fucking math teacher and like married her after high school.
Oh,
Well, I'm looking
like
up
Cal's
now,
little
so
brother and his teacher.
I don't know how old Justin Trudeau is, but this lady was born in 1975. Let's see
That's
how
not
old
that
he
old.
is.
That's about as old as Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, he was born in 71, so yeah.
Well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but she's older than him. God damn it.
Yeah, and she fucking cradle robbed him and fucked him when
There
he
was
was
some
a kid.
story behind it that I remember hearing and thinking like, God damn, that's fucked up. Whatever it was. I can't remember what it is, I guess. Tara Smith dropped in $5. Tara Smith's Kitchen. Ooh. We gotta fucking
Do a little visit.
together and have some of Tara's dishes. I want some of that chicken paprikash.
Speaking of kitchens, Townsend's dad died. Did you hear about that?
Who?
The Townsend's YouTube guy or whatever. It's like Jay Townsend and Son. The dad
really?
thing died. Yeah.
Which one was the dad?
all
The
the
fucking
Townsends?
the
The
main guy?
ancient- The ancient old one.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
He wasn't in many videos or whatever. He was just the one that started the company.
Mhm.
Tara Smith's Kitchen says, I support Canadian truckers, but at -14, it will last until they shut fuel off. It will be polite siege warfare. They will be starved of fuel. Do you think they're going to do that? Because they start fucking with the truckers up there. It's not just the truckers that get fucked, and they know it. And like things get bad enough for everybody, everyone's
But
against
they'll blame-
them. So they
they'll-
need to fix this problem with the truckers, right?
They'll blame it on him, though. That's
Well,
the thing. that
I
they'll
guess
blame it.
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's time for shit to get worse for a while.
We get a bunch of bush pilots that fly over the border and just bring them gas, fuel.
The thing is, there's like small little Inuit villages in the middle of fucking Canada, in the middle of nowhere. They get like one truckload of goods a year, right? and they like trade for, I don't know what the fuck they do for money. They just have like government money or something, and they just get their like annual shipment. And if that shipment doesn't come in, those people might starve. I'm not saying they would, but they might. And some of them probably will, like, and that's just the beginning. That's just like the fucking most at risk people are those in the middle of nowhere that don't really have any other options except for waiting on that truck. But then you look at the inner cities too, right? The trucks stop coming. How long is it till the fucking grocery stores go empty? And how many people in the city are prepared for more than, a week worth of food?
Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of people that aren't even prepared for a week worth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Tons.
It's because what society is only 3 meals away from completely collapsing. So
I've heard it's 7.
Okay.
I get your point. I agree.
Yeah.
I would say probably 3 for most people. It's 3. They're 3 meals away from making like an irrational decision, like bashing someone's head in for a can of beans. So yes.
How long could you survive on the food that you have right now? Like right now, like there's machine gunners on the streets roaming around, like demanding tribute, and now you can't go to the store anymore, or the stores are empty, let's say, and you can't buy anything. How long can you last on what you have?
Without rationing, at least a year. With rationing, probably a couple.
Probably about 7-8 months.
Right now, I think we got a couple of months because we got a bunch of rice and beans now.
I'd say at least a couple months.
Hey, Honda, do we count whether there's wildlife in our backyard or not?
Hell yeah! I mean, okay, so that's a great point.
Because I've got shit tons of deer, turkey, you name it, it's in my backyard.
I got an elk from November, so.
Well, I got a shit tons of mice and rats in my backyard. So
if I just had to go
they'll be eating
drive
in
through
fucking
the food
Chicago.
I got my fridge and freezer, like Ray Ray said, a few years if I ration it, or a couple months. But if I count the fact that I've got wildlife out back that I can shoot whenever I get hungry, I guess that makes it much longer, doesn't it?
Well, I probably got like 6 months worth easy, not rationing with 2 kids. Right. If it was just myself and I rationed, it would probably be about 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a non-perishable.
I'd say I have close to 6 months, probably. Like without.
Oh, and we starting to see skunks now, so that's another option.
Yeah, I mean,
a strong year. I'd say a strong year.
Skunk ain't bad.
Honestly, I don't think you think, oh, I'm gonna ration, but the reality is you'll get hungry and you're sitting there with a mountain of food, and
yeah,
I think it's
really tough to
last less.
Well,
yeah,
you won't ration the first month.
Oh shit! Okay, maybe I wasn't thinking about Trudeau. It's Emmanuel Macron from France. That was his story. What I was talking.
Potato, fucking
French, Canadian.
Yeah, they're both French.
French?
Yeah, if they go.
Speaking of, did you see those Quebec dickheads that were putting nails on the highway?
Yes.
I just watched that video today. See this?
Okay.
That's fucked up, dude.
For what? Just because
the truckers. Yeah, the truckers and their convoys. They're like, oh, there's a convoy coming by that we politically and ideologically disagree with. So therefore, let's destroy property, because that's what the left does. And then if the right even hints at doing anything like that, they're called super racist, white supremacists, anarchists trying to overthrow the company. It's the same fucking thing. And fucking undermine democracy, and you know what I mean? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
The difference between us and Canada is Canada's they're so nice and peaceful about it, and I've heard everywhere the truckers go, they clean up and everything. It's nice and polite. If it was down here, it'd be like that scene in Mad Max. There'd be people hanging off the sides of the trucks and
just walk away.
Spray painting their faces.
Yeah, there's that guy playing the guitar on the front of the fucking.
Exactly.
I mean, if you think about it, down here, depending on which side riots.
Oh, absolutely.
Protests, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny how you have to you catch yourself saying riot when you mean protest, because 2022, by this point, it's been confused. Those two terms have been melded together somehow.
Yep.
And insurrection too, for that matter. I mean, I would say that that was a protest that turned into, like, part of it turned into a riot, right? And some people went some places that they shouldn't have. An insurrection, dude, you're gonna have to show me some fucking proof of that, because I don't see it at all.
Well, and the thing was, it's like I've seen Super Bowl like celebrations, let's call it that, Super Bowl celebrations in cities that were way rougher than whatever January 6th was. Like, I think it was a protest, and I think
Go
part
Bengals.
of it, you're right. There you go.
Well, I mean, again, it's like, how many police and how many people died that day? None. How many protesters or whatever you want to call them died?
One, yeah.
And it was
Like,
shot.
The liberal news media is now blaming it for like how many deaths though? Like last time I listened to them listed, they were coming up with like 12 people who like had either committed suicide or been trampled or got shot by cops there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, there was the one dude who had the aneurysm, and then his wife came on social media and she was like, he did not die from the protest. He had an aneurysm. Jesus fucking Christ, people.
Yeah.
Dude, Washington, D.C. is a whole different world, man. Like, the people who live there are in their own bubble that they don't really get media from outside of, it seems like. That they have a very specific ideology that everyone fucking shares. It's like 97% of D.C. votes Democrat, something like that.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. And if you have any kind of view that doesn't agree with what they think, they instantly think of you as an outsider, as someone who's like from the sticks, from flyover America, that doesn't really matter because this is where the people are, and majority rules, and we're the majority, so fuck you.
Yeah, you're just considered a bumpkin bigot, as my East Coast relatives would call me. It's
honestly, this is why I don't want to be in a country with them anymore, man. I hope we fucking secede. I don't care if there's a war to do it. I'm tired of being told what to do by people thousands of fucking miles away.
Right, and it's just like the elitism. It's not even the fact that they're like willing to at least acknowledge, like, oh, okay, you're right about some things. They're like, no, you're 100% wrong about everything that you believe, even though you have logic, reason behind it, and then everything they believe is right, even though they're not even 100% like agreeing with it, say that stuff they say they believe, but they have to be in lockstep with each other. So there's like unified front of like ideology. That's the frustrating part.
Have you seen the dating joke on fucking Always Sunny's new season?
I haven't watched it yet. Sorry.
Dennis is like figuring out that the way to get into bed with young chicks now is just to say back at them everything that they say, which is 100% accurate. That's what they all do. They just parrot fucking shit in echo chambers to each other, and if you don't agree, then they stop speaking to you.
Yeah, I actually there was this really, really decent looking girl that I was talking to right before COVID started about Trump one day, and I said something about how I like this about Trump, and then we were no longer going to be hooking up after that. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Say lovey. It's probably better, because with my luck, I probably would have knocked her up and had some fucking second crazy bitch to deal with and a third kid.
Well, and then she would raise that kid to be a communist. And then eventually 20 years later be a liberal arts major, majoring in gender grievance studies or something like that.
Grievance studies.
HBO Matt dropped in $2 and said supporters are already carrying in fuel in jerry cans. That's good, but trucks burn a lot of fuel. I don't know how long a jerry can lasts if you're trying to heat your fucking self overnight.
Very long.
Tara needs to pipe in with that. She would know.
I mean, the jerry cans, if you're just trying to heat yourself, pretty good, because the generators, those types of generators are pretty.
Yeah, but they're using their truck alternator and shit to fucking heat themselves, right?
You know what they need? A fuel truck.
And
then the fuel truck just everyone just makes way, and then it just kind of fucking snakes its way through the fucking line and fuels everybody up as it goes.
You'd have to imagine that there's some fuel trucks in those convoys.
Right.
Yeah, but not full.
No.
Just kind of like fighter jets and a fuel tanker.
If one of them was smart, they brought a full fucking tank of diesel to this shit.
Yeah, but where are you going to get that?
It's a lot of money, Honda.
You just pick it up from the place, and then you're like, oh, there's a strike, and you don't deliver it. And you...
That's called theft.
Whoops, my bad.
No, I mean, you had intentions of delivering it, just it got siphoned along the way.
Yeah, there was...
Sorry.
Guzzling, mate. Ka-chunk, all you could dream of.
You could just blame it on the truckers. Like, they're going to blame everything on them anyway. Be like, they stole it. I didn't know what to do.
Well, I mean, the hilarious thing is that, like, how the media is. I don't know if you guys have been following the CBC. Ever since this started, I was following CBC's coverage of it to see their perspective. And they were, like, lying about even what the protest was about. They acknowledged it was a truckers' protest, but they were saying it was over ice road conditions. And the Canadian government had
what they
anything.
did with that was they set up a small protest, a controlled counter protest, controlled by them, of like 30 truckers. That was about the ice on the roads and the conditions of the roads they were protesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they put all the media coverage on that, saying, "Well, here's the trucker protest. There's 30 of them, and they don't like ice." So that dumb people who don't really know what's going on and maybe just catch a headline. You fool a few people by doing that, but you're not fooling the masses. You're not fooling the people who are awake, and you're certainly not fooling the people who don't fucking believe you anymore.
Mm-hmm. I just thought it was the most disingenuous thing. Like when I saw CBC putting that out, like.
Well, that's the great thing about shit like that. The more that happens, the more that people are like, "Hey, wait a minute, I know about this story, and that's not true." Someone switch with a pig. What was that?
I don't know.
I hear
Wasn't me.
something.
Wasn't me.
I hear
Not
someone
mine.
talking.
It's fine. Josh Taylor dropped in $5. Said, "If I have to do what the Chinese do, what the fuck?"
If I have to, I'll do what the Chinese do, and what I mean is eat like
Eat
what the
dog.
Chinese eat.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I know what
like, eat
that
dogs.
means.
Maybe if you had to kill instead of ill, what do you say?
No, if I have to, I'll.
Yeah.
Not ill.
Oh.
There's supposed to be an apostrophe there, and I
You have to
I couldn't figure it out. I'm just
See, he's
retarded.
not thinking ahead though. He's just thinking of just that one meal. He's not thinking about if you train a dog to hunt. You know, you can. Yeah, it works out a lot better in the long term.
Yeah, but then you also have to feed that dog, and it's like there's a bunch of stray dogs or something. Not
been
that I'm
shopping,
condoning
but-
eating dogs, but I understand like survival situations.
I've been
Right.
shopping while we've been talking for survival food on Amazon, and like all of the cheap stuff is gone. Like I was just looking at Augustin Farm stuff like just a couple days ago, and like everything that was like $10, $15 for a number 10 can is now like $30, $35, $40.
Dude, everything's getting ridiculous. Like
What
I
about MREs?
went to Costco yesterday, and I got some eggs, some milk, some bread, a couple of meals, and some snacks and drinks, and it was like $250.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
Yep, even Dollar Tree
crazy
raised
out
their
there.
prices.
Like, have you seen the price of steak? Steak is insane. They had like they were like
Oh,
6
it's
packs of ribeyes, like good steaks, you know, and it was like $120 for a 6-pack.
Leo makes a good point on the Dollar Tree because my Dollar Tree is now the $1.25 tree.
Yep.
I,
They're all
I went-
$1.25 now.
Yep, I went in yesterday, and I'm like walking around. And there's all these little stickers. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, $1.25. What the fuck? Like, how can
That
you call
means-
yourself a Dollar Tree anymore?
That means that our dollar is worth what the Canadian dollar is then, because that's what those are in Canada, is $1.25 stores.
Well, the thing is, all of these major countries are simultaneously inflating their currency. So when you're like, well, you know, the dollar's down, so maybe I could buy more yen or whatever, and then you look at yen and it's like basically the same exchange rate. It's
Yeah,
not because
So
like everything stayed the same. It's because everybody is fucking up.
inflation worldwide is going up, so everyone's dollar is, dollar or yen or whatever that is, could buy less and less and less. So you become more dependent on the governments.
Josh Taylor says, "Where's Matt at? Did he finally get arrested by the police, by the cops, by the police cops?"
We cannot confirm or deny.
Again, we don't really know. We know that he's alive. We know that I don't think he's in jail. We know he's dealing with something.
Just stay tuned on Live PD. He might show up.
Just check the Brownsville, Texas area.
Didn't they cancel that show
Oh,
because it was too sensitive?
Yeah, they canceled in 2020. That's right. I'm still living in the
Yeah.
past. Yeah. God, I loved watching that.
Live PD.
Well,
Dude,
my favorite.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was looking at banana chips last week, and they were $9. Now they are $36.50.
Oh, you know what else went up is that
Crazy.
Naboo Starfighter Lego.
Oh
It's
yeah,
caught
that
up
thing
like-
is
it's caught up like
crazy.
It's over $100 right now.
I was looking at one of those that was for like the 6-inch action figures that was just like a vehicle or whatever on eBay before that came out. It was like $40, or maybe it was the night it came out.
Yeah.
And now it's like up to $250.
So Christopher Reed said, and one person was flying a Nazi flag and one a Union Jack flag. Yeah, and that's been the big story because one person showed up with a Nazi flag. Then a million people took pictures of it, and then every fucking like news articles like Nazi truckers in Canada. And then there was one who had and this doesn't make sense to me, and you're in Canada. Why would you have a rebel flag?
Because the rebels are going to rise again in Canada.
The North will come down and rise again.
The South will go up north and rise again north of the North.
Well, I mean,
Government agents, obviously.
to
Quite a
rise, you
literal
have to
fox
go
flag.
north, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just skipped over a few states. No, I think it's a literal false flag. I know I know what that term means, but now it's like totally literal. I think it was just a provocateur, like Antifa, like trying to basically do that. That's personally my belief on it.
Well,
Yep.
even if it was one person who like agreed with everything else but loved Nazis, does that mean that the whole group is then like painted with the same brush as the worst person in the group?
For the left, yes. Yes.
Because I mean, you could put that shoe on the other foot and ignore every argument that every leftist makes from now on until eternity for the rest of your life, no matter what period, and just just pick out the worst person in the crowd and fucking be like, and you like socialism, and then fucking tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just like some third grade teacher.
I know they'd be like, yes, we do like socialism.
I mean, socialism would work potentially if everything was automated, and if everything gets to the point where like the trucks run themselves and like the cattle ranches or whatever don't even need people. There's just machines that run around and wrangle the fucking cows or whatever, you know, and everybody's just sitting at home fucking getting their like daily delivery of food and shit. Like, okay, that kind of makes sense for a universal basic income. And I guess if that's where the world's going. But then the problem with that is human beings no longer are a resource. They're a liability, right? The more people that you have right now, or at least in the past, was the more workforce that you had, the more labor, the more innovation, the more everything, right? Now it's like, well, the more people you have, it's the more base costs per month, the more overhead that you have to cover, the more fucking social whatever programs that you have to pay into to pay for these people. And they're no longer a resource, they're a liability. So what do you do with the liability? You limit it. You try to get rid of it. You try to make the liability as small as possible. That way it doesn't fucking control your life and your finances if you're talking about an individual, right? But when you're talking about a government, what does that mean?
It means elimination.
It's a scary thought. Tara dropped in $10, said each truck would need about 25 gallons per day just to idle, parked at negative 14 degrees. Trucks carry 200 to 300 gallons. In 4 days, most would be out of fuel. If they have generators, they would be stretched to 8 to 10 days.
I have a question. Just speaking of that, like, what if they just parked them? I mean, got them to the place where they're at, you know, like, and just parked, like, all these trucks and trailers just parked, and just left them there until things got resolved. Like, I mean, with that.
Oh, and just like walked off?
Yeah, just walked off. Yeah.
I mean, it would take them a long time to clear it. Plus, they'd have to pay a trucker to fucking get rid of the trucks, right? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Just lock the doors. Just all the truckers they start walking, to like, into Ontario, and and just start protesting, and
just take over a fucking homeless shelter.
Yeah,
just like leave your truck, lock it up, put all your shit inside, walk down to the homeless shelter. Everyone stays in overnight while it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Sun comes back up, back to the streets.
Yep. Or just go into the Capitol building and just do a sit-in and refuse to leave. And when they have that many
people... Oh, wait, did you just say go into the Capitol? Oh, my God. Insurrection.
Oh. I just said and sit down. That's all I said.
And a lot of them, all they did was go in and stay between the velvet ropes and take pictures and leave. And now,
They're in jail.
And they've been in jail for like over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
MSB 9021 says, the South and Alabama will rise again, eh? Long live the Confederacy.
Well, technically, it'd be the South of Canada. So South Canada. Just take over the southern regions of Canada. That's it. Then it'll still be the South.
The French part can stay French.
Nobody wants Quebec.
Viva la Revolution!
I just gotta say though,
Vancouver is south. So just take over Vancouver.
Dude, there's nothing in Canada that's south.
Detroit.
Parts of it are south. Okay.
Like, isn't like Vancouver close to Washington?
Yes, but it's still fucking north of fucking goddamn New York. Like it's fucking way north.
Yeah, but it's south for Canada. So
I guess it all depends on your point of view. Many of the truths you hold on to in this life depend on your point of view, Anakin.
You know what? You're right. Because also Toronto is like south of Canada too, right?
When I saw that as a kid, I was like, Obi-Wan's lying. That's some bullshit. Now I'm much older, and I'm like, Obi-Wan's telling the truth. There are many points of view to most situations.
Yeah. Because Toronto is close to Michigan, so that somewhat...
P15 versus a Taurus G3. Taurus.
Where's the map?
You want to look at a map?
Yep.
That means a different thing in 2022.
Right. I was gonna say though, like, how come no one pushes back on like Obi-Wan's line? Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Well, isn't that an absolute statement?
Yes.
We don't look into what Obi-Wan says here at Obi-Wan's School of Lightsabering and Force Technology. We just like to encourage you to think that Obi-Wan was a good guy who said some good things.
So I guess part of Canada reaches down and touches Detroit. That's as far south as it goes.
Ooh.
That's why Detroit's fucked up. It touches Canada, Duke.
That's right. It's Canada's fault. I will. Yes, all of
100% Canada's fault,
dude. How close are you to Canada? Holy fuck!
Close.
Right over the river.
Right where you're kind of by.
Yeah.
Here, let's get directions. Directions from here to here. You're an hour and a half away from fucking Canada. God damn.
Yeah, because when I went to Canada, we just crossed over on the ferry from Michigan, and bam, we was there.
You're like, Ontario.
I found freeze-dried pulled pork on Amazon, and I'm like, that sounds good, but I bet it's horrible.
Right, looking at the map, like all of the major cities of Canada is south of Canada, so I guess that's all of Canada is. Well, except for Edmonton. Like Edmonton is a little bit north.
Honestly,
if you go up here, it's like nothing.
Most of Canada, if you went to Canada, they wouldn't notice.
Nothing for miles.
Yeah.
Although it'd be great for hunting, right?
Oh, it's beautiful. Nothing.
Dude, if you had like a big boat, like a sailing ship, I could sail up into the Hudson Bay somewhere and just like stake a claim. I'd laugh so hard.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think there's an old treaty that like you can't have a sailing boat. You can't have motorized warships in the Great Lakes.
Interesting.
Duke, we should build a sailing pirate vessel and cruise the Great Lakes.
They got
We'll
the
operate
so when
on
you
the
go to
Canadian
Mackinac,
side of the border, and we'll harbor on the American side.
when you go to the Mackinac Island, which is one of the islands up north, you could take a pirate ship that's a ferry. I'm just saying, I may have taken that before.
That's pretty
steal
cool.
that and use it as the boat.
I was gonna say, like, we could just say fuck it. Like, what warships is Canada gonna bring to battle on the
That's what I'm
Great Lakes?
saying. Like, if we stay good on the American side and bad on the Canadian side, what are the Canadians gonna do?
Is this Mackinac Island?
Yes, up north.
I always like. If
Just
I
to
ever
be the
got
devil's
like,
advocate here, you do realize that the Canadians have artillery and they've got rockets.
Nah, they don't. They barely have like dog sleds, man.
No, they do.
What are they gonna do? Like launch?
They have
They're
guys
gonna
on
launch
horses.
jars of maple syrup at me. Like, oh no, I might get diabetes. Like,
Yeah, but we have more.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Canadian bacon? Like seriously,
Yeah, it's
documentary?
ham. They're lying.
yeah.
Oh wait,
damn,
what?
yeah. I always
We
said if
can
I ever
raid
get like
ports
fuck
up
you,
and down the coast.
if I get fuck you money, like I want to buy like an old like Vietnam PT boat and like fly the Jolly Roger and just drive out on a lake for like rich pricks and fuck with them.
And shoot off 50 cal
All right,
blank.
all right, Mr. Black Lagoon.
That's
Back alley
a World War
says-
II PT boat, not a Vietnam era PT boat.
Back alley says I'm like 10 miles away from Canuckistan. Chris says wooden ships with 50 cals and AKs.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Over up there, man.
It's like the reverse Tea Party. Like we start supplying the free Canadians.
We could
Reverse
even get-
teabag party.
We could even get semi-auto 50 caliber machine guns because really, like, we don't want to burn through ammo, right? Like,
Yeah, no, you gotta be
we'll
smart.
stay
about
within
it.
the letter of the law.
You know, we could just claim it's just revenge for them being the very first terrorists when we became a nation.
And you know, if we brought a bunch of guns up north or something, and handed it to the natives, they would definitely take advantage of that because, like,
Here's
the
my
Canadians
theory.
still fuck bad with the natives up there.
Here's my theory. Like, when Texas was formed, they invaded Mexico and kind of took a part of it and made it theirs, and then they joined the United States. We should do that with, like, British Columbia or something.
Yeah. They burned down our very first Capitol building, so, you know, it'd only be fair.
Tara says fuel consumption is horrible at that temperature. Will gel fuel, if shut off too long, unless it's 50-50 kerosene additive, sucks, also kills batteries. Yeah, being as cold as it is up there, like, it's not the best place to have a protest, I guess, you know?
No.
Not right now.
All right,
Not
since
yet,
Matt's
exactly.
not here,
If you
We're
just
gonna do-
stop delivering shit altogether and, like, just stay home, it's great because people will freeze to death.
since Matt's not here, we're gonna do libs of TikTok in his honor.
Fuck you.
Great.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, is he just stealing all the food?
You gonna pay for that? When?
Oh, is this the old lady that fucks him up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, bud. Come on. Take your shit.
What
He's
happens when
getting
she gets a
overpowered
bullet?
by. He's like 2 feet higher than her, and he's getting overpowered by an old lady.
Yes.
Hey, he was wearing that mask for COVID. That was wrong with her.
What happens when people?
Yeah.
What
try-
happens? Like, the next step from this is that dude went out and bought a gun, and the next time someone tries to stop him, he's gonna fucking have the gun. Like, this is like just a never-ending fucking cycle, man. It's not gonna end anywhere good.
Where was this? Where did this happen?
I think this was in Canada.
At least she held him accountable.
I feel like we need sound for this, but they're playing music, so I can't.
It probably smells really bad.
Rubbing her vagina and dancing.
I was really hoping to see someone get biffed.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. It's just like some car pulls out of the parking lot, and just flies over.
Like
All right,
that Prius.
this is who's teaching the kids now.
So I'm not allowed to be out as trans non-binary at school. Do not come up in my comments saying that I am allowed because I'm not. I live in Louisiana and it sucks here. So
Then
of course,
move.
my
There's
response
plenty
to
of
this
jobs.
is to be as obnoxiously queer as possible. So I've got my rainbow hair with leopard print. I've got my rainbow glasses. Sometimes I wear pins too with various rainbow things on them. I don't have any today. I just have my COVID sticker. I wear things that do not match at all.
Jesus.
Basically, my goal is to look like a unicorn threw me up. If I can't do that, what's the point? So I'm not allowed to be out as trans non-binary at school. Do not come up in my comments saying that I am allowed, because I'm not. I live in Louisiana and it sucks here.
I think
The
those
move.
nose rings make people look like cows. Maybe that's
Yeah.
If you don't like
Or
where you
pigs.
live, move to California, dumbass.
It makes you look like some sort of farm animal.
It's
A peacock.
I would say a sheep. Even though only cows got the nose piercing, but it's definitely a sheep.
Oh, did you guys see this one? This is hilarious. So these two old women, there's a black guy on the elevator without a mask on.
Yeah.
And he's going down, and then these two old women get on, and they're like, "Get off the elevator! You don't have a mask on. Get off the elevator!" And he's like, "What the fuck ever? I was here first, you know." And then they start attacking him, and then he's like, "You just hit me." They're like, "Black Lives Matter!" Oh my god, watch this.
What you guys doing? What you guys doing? Get up. What you have doing? Get up. Get up. I'm not touching you. Oh, you just hit me? Did you just hit me? You just hit me. You too? Black Lives Matter. Yo,
Is that just
You know, when I'm in a racially tense situation, I love to just start screaming Black Lives Matter. It makes everything better.
I mean, it might get you out of a situation. It's like here and there, it might work. I don't know.
I mean, I
No,
definitely
like,
confuse somebody. Like, what the hell? Like,
Exactly. It's the ultimate, like, old lady used confusion. It was very effective.
right? It was uno reverso.
Right.
I think the real move there is you just call him a whole ass, Honda. And I can't say what I would really say, but you know what I'm saying.
Whole ass.
The whole inside joke.
That's good. I thought he was just being a dick, but he was making a funny point. Although you're making it to the wrong person, right?
It's
like
not
you
her
can say
fault.
that all fucking day long to the cashier, the bartender, the waiter, the hostess, whoever.
But they don't come up with that shit.
And it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. It just makes their job harder. They're frustrated now with the public, and if like enough people start doing that to them, they're just like, "Fuck it, I don't even want." Now you don't have a cashier. Sucks to suck.
I mean, to be honest, like being a cashier, like sucks as a job. Like it's a terrible, shitty job. And then on top, I couldn't imagine doing it during COVID, because back in the day when I was in college, being a cashier, that blew ass. But then,
I'm doing it currently. Yeah,
dude, I'm sorry.
It's horrible. Yeah,
my heart goes out to you, man, because like I've been there, and it's a nightmare.
There is
I couldn't
a
imagine
lack
all
of
these rules.
respect for human beings, and people have this like huge lack of respect for anyone in the service industry. They just think like, oh, I can just talk to them any kind of way I want to. That's a really sad trait I see of people. And usually I say something. If I see it, because I know the person can't say something. They need they're working, right? I want to respect that. But if I see somebody treating, a person working like trash, I love to say something to them.
I'll say something, dude. Okay, like you treat me like trash, I will make it a point to everyone at the table that you just did it. I had this person one time, they wanted more water or whatever, right? And they snap their fingers and they go, "Excuse me, servant."
What?
And I go, "Excuse me?" And she's like, I didn't, I meant server. I'm just like, "Here's your fucking water." Like,
wow.
Now with 50% more urine, bitch.
Chock full of penis goodness.
How long did you have to sit in that vestibule? How long were you in that vestibule? You've been in that vestibule since 9 a.m. You sat right in here since 9 a.m. Did they come to offer you a drink? Did they come to offer you food? Did you ask to use the bathroom?
Yes, but
You were denied that, correct?
Catch walked me outside. He walked
What is this?
So she showed up to school, wouldn't wear a mask, so they made her wait out here in the freezing cold area without food or water, without being able to go to the bathroom because she wouldn't wear her mask.
That's bullshit.
Dude, it's basically it's like a compliance muzzle because it doesn't do anything. And it's just like, will you comply with the rules and the bullshit that we tell you to do or not? And if you don't, we're going to punish you. And that's what it is.
You just wasted that person's time and the parents' time.
You see the video of the kid getting the mask taped to his face by the teacher?
That was in Colorado, yes.
That's horrible.
And then wonder why school choice is increasing in popularity. I just wonder why.
So Spirit Airlines employee made this guy put on a new mask because his mask said, "Let's go, Brandon," and it's offensive.
What? Oh man, I hope he has a lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, for those passengers who are joining us now, face covers are federally mandated. Please ensure your face covers over your nose and mouth at all times. Please still have the boarding.
I know. I was just okay. I'll wear that one. But
Just let us know. We can rearrange another way of.
How is "Let's Go, Brandon" offensive?
I don't know. Since when is freedom of speech in America not a fucking thing?
It wasn't a pejorative. It wasn't anything that was inappropriate. There's not an actual word that's inappropriate on it. It's just a political stance mantra. We know what it means, but technically, it says nothing wrong.
Where do I get LED mask from? I need one.
Yeah, me too.
Can you program it to say whatever you want?
Yeah,
probably.
Some of them you can, yeah.
I'm gonna need to look this up.
You can buy hamburger on Amazon. It's only $10 a pound, Honda.
I have seen the LED, man. I think you can get them on Amazon and shit like that.
I mean, I know I definitely put "Hot ladies, please sit here" on mine.
Watch, get all
app controlled programmable LED mask, $18.50.
All right, I'm ordering it.
How do you wash it though?
Can you program it to say "motherfucker" or will it block that?
I mean, I assume it's got some sort of, I don't know.
Here's one on Amazon.
Oh, you hook it up to your phone. So it Bluetooths to your phone, and then you have an app, and you can tell it to say whatever you want through the app.
Yeah.
You change it in your pocket to say something to somebody in particular?
Mm-hmm.
Like nudes, question mark?
Go dog.
Well, I know what I'm buying as a birthday gift to myself.
Right?
You just want to try the nudes thing on somebody.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, this one.
My name is Nicole, and I'm not for kids. And
Oh God.
Not what they're
Man.
So, does anybody remember who's ancient here? The SNL skit with the cheerleaders?
Yes, that's
Yes.
exactly what they were doing.
That's exactly what they're trying to do.
I thought that when they did that at the start, man.
I feel like this dude on the left has no, he's lost his soul, and you can see it in his eyes.
He's like, I can't believe I married this bitch.
Whatever pussy he's chasing must be really good.
This is the pussy he's chasing. And it's average at best.
Average at best.
She's
probably already married.
Not even getting it, though.
He's probably already married.
Like, what's
to
a
a guy.
year?
I have to do this, or else I'm getting a divorce.
See, the sad thing is, even though he did this, in 5 years, he's probably going to get a divorce anyway, because she's going to move on to something else crazy, and he's not going to be able to keep up with it.
He's either going to get a
to be
divorce
honest,
or
it's
they're
like-
going to go on a really long hiking trip and only he's going to come back.
Angry, quit talking about our plan.
I mean, considering he's like the once a year that actually gets some, is him just rubbing against her like thigh, and and then she kicks him
while
off.
she gets pleasured by some like big cocked man from Tinder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is disgusting. It's a kids' radio. These creeps who are after kids are literally everywhere.
Have you ever been touched in your life?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to admit that I have actually been touched before. It is not a pleasant experience, but it's a rule. No touching the llama, it's a rule, But sometimes, there are people who break the rule, and sometimes there are exceptions to the rule.
Wait, there's exceptions to the rule?
There's no exceptions to the rule.
What?
All right.
Exceptions.
Yeah.
Rules.
Yeah.
Exceptions to rules. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is a little joke.
It makes me really, really, really angry. That one
again in 2022. Map means a different thing.
No, that's seriously. I want to go to war over that shit.
El Cardinal Garcia dropped in $5 and said, Matt hasn't been doing his chats, and right after Canada trucks went on strike. Conclusion? Matt is helping Canadian truckers strike.
He is in Canada. That's all I'll tell you.
That's really what Matt's job has been this whole time. He lives in the very, very southernest part of Texas, but then he commutes to Canada every morning
so
that he can drive his truck.
It's only a 36-hour drive. He makes it. It's okay.
Yep. He drives it.
I do say Matt never goes to sleep.
No, he just sleeps like 3 hours a night. I don't understand.
He has a bunch of clones. We already confirmed this. They watch every show known to man, and then they get downloaded into his brain while he sleeps for about an hour and a half every night.
Dude, I sleep like 8 hours a night, and then sometimes I'll wake up and drink some coffee and do some stuff, and then have to take a nap before I do other stuff. Like, I need a lot of fucking sleep, dude.
Same here.
I'm 7-8 hours.
I don't understand. Like I can get by one night on like 4 hours of sleep or whatever, and then do shit the whole next day. But I feel like ass the whole fucking day, and then that night I sleep like fucking 15 hours.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I mean, haven't done it for a while. Been a while. It's been a while since I've had to say.
Like even I'm sitting here getting ready for my nice 5 hours of sleep.
Stain.
So hasn't your energy level gone up?
What's that?
Oh, since you started working out, hasn't your energy level gone up though?
Not as far as sleep goes.
Oh, okay.
Like my ability to like do more throughout the day has, yeah, but like my fucking need to go to sleep and sleep for 8 hours, possibly 9, is pretty constant.
Okay. I was just wondering because like for me, like before this COVID stuff, when I was in peak shape, I was like, I'd go 4 hours, I would wake up, at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'd be ready to go. So
that's why I like working a closing shift. Get to sleep later.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like I have a tough time falling asleep and a tough time waking up. So if I have to wake up at a certain time, that means that I have to go to sleep at a certain time, and that's a problem for me. So I'm not really a good morning person. I can do it, and if I get on the schedule, eventually my body gets used to it, and then I just wake up at like 7 in the morning or whatever it is, But getting from where I'm at to doing that takes like 2 weeks of fucking hell.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just like I noticed the difference between before 2020 when I was working out and doing physical labor, and then currently now where I'm not working out, but I'm just doing physical labor, kind of,
The difference is with that, because like I run into the same thing as like if I work out super heavy during a day and I'm also doing like physical labor, like my body is just that exhausted. And even though I'm not getting as many hours of sleep, I know that the sleep I'm getting is a much deeper sleep.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Well, and then
So
there's
that
like two sides of being tired too, right? Like if you just work out and do stuff, your body gets tired, but your mind is not, right? And then like with me, like I'll work out and then I'll go to work and then I'll work for 7 hours, 8 hours or whatever. And if it's a busy night, it's extremely mentally strenuous to get through it. It's like doing mental gymnastics for 8 hours, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And by the end of it, like your body and mind, oh my God, dude, I get home, I'll drink like one beer, wash my face, brush my teeth, turn on a movie, and not even get through the credits.
Yeah, I've been trying to watch Empire Strikes Back for a minute now, and I keep putting it on like while I'm trying to go to bed, and I make it like through the Hoth portion.
You don't even get to Dagobah. You just only get Hoth.
I just get Hoth.
I don't get through the credits.
Snowy
baby.
snow.
The credits start rolling. I'm out.
Yeah,
You're out. You're out all the time. So
the chat starts
Duke
rolling
halfway through the
sometimes.
chat. You're out.
Yeah.
Duke is literally mid-sentence. No. Duke is mid-sentence while playing a video game and
He's
starts
out.
snoring.
That's right.
You know
baby.
what's sad though is like I remember pre Duke, whatever you want to call it, where you were doing the other job where you were working from home or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You would stay up. You didn't
I
fall
would.
asleep. You were much more articulate in those days, Duke. I miss
I
old
was.
Duke.
I miss old Duke as well.
I mean, I like
I
new
miss
Duke
old-
too.
Old Duke too.
New Duke sucks ass.
Yeah.
I think the real answer here is we roll all our money together, we fund this pirate boat in Lake Michigan thing, and we go fucking raid Canada.
Raid Canada.
We gotta
Raid
have something
Canada.
worth some money, right? Like, what's maple syrup worth a gallon?
All right, the left is falling apart. That's all it says.
Well, guys, I think it's time to face it. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are not going to be the ones to help us.
It's a Targaryen.
Wasn't the Republicans either, so what?
She wants her dragon.
I love that there is a deluded fool that really thought that Biden and Kamala were the answer.
They are not going to help us.
Republicans either, so what now? What do we do?
Oh my God. What is this? The entire preferred pronoun argument. Come on, bro, just lie.
Can't people just be cool? Like if someone goes, "Oh, I go by they them pronouns," why can't you just be Gucci? Why does it always have to be some shit? Hi, I go by he, him, she, her, they, them, whatever the fuck. Oh, I ain't gonna call you that. Why? Why can't you just chill? Why can't you just be Gucci? Why can't you just? Oh, okay. Why? What does it take? What the fuck does it take out of you? Nothing. Hi, my name is Rachel. I go by he, him. Oh, I have a problem with that. Shut the fuck up. What? Is it affecting you?
Jesus Christ.
Leo, can I ask you a probably racially insensitive question?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna ask it anyways, though.
Why are bitches crazy?
It's in the DNA.
I think so.
Ooh.
I think it's like
Ginger.
something like you're both attracted to it and afraid of it.
That lady was like angry, dude. I can't even do it.
But
sounded like-
afterwards, it's the best sex ever.
I don't know. Like, if it's not pointed at me, like she's with me and she's doing that at somebody else, that's great.
I don't even like it when it's at somebody else because you never know when that barrel of the gun's gonna turn and point at you, and she's still firing.
Whenever.
Hey man, she's on her own. She done got herself into that situation.
Oh my god. No, I get it though. It's kind of like
Wow.
redheads. I get it.
All right, let's see what Straw Baby Clown has to say.
Pronouns are a little bit too complicated
The
to
hell?
fit in my bio,
What'd you do?
so I was just going to leave them out, but I've decided to make a video about it. Pronouns that I use are they, them, she, her, and clown, self.
Clown, self.
God damn.
Honk,
They,
honk.
them, she, her, or clown, self.
Can we go
I
back
just-
to that woman freaking out?
I just want to say,
instead?
like, I feel like I get a lot of shit from a lot of people in the conservative world about transgender shit. Like, it could be so much worse. Like, I don't know. I feel like my requests are reasonable compared to that.
Ray 2025. Clown Self has a problem. I'm just kidding.
We'll see.
I mean, with this video, like, aren't we past parody of it's actually Clown World? I mean, this is just like,
yeah.
I mean, at this point, it's like, no, Ray, I'm with you. It's like, I don't think your requests are too extreme or anything like that. I think though, I think now we have people
thrown in with these people though, man.
Right. Ray Pronoun is sensei.
TC says, did she give a Smurf a rim job?
I was thinking that
too. First off, I don't believe in clowns. I think that clowns are all evil, and like I shoot them on sight. So,
dude, clowns are fucking scary, man.
Exactly.
I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space when I was 4 years old. I was too young to watch this shit. I was over at my friend's house, right up the street, and he saw that I was getting scared. He was like 6, so he was like 2 years older than me. And he went to the kitchen and grabbed a steak knife and smiled and started walking at me slowly with the steak knife. And I ran all the way home. And I never went back to his house ever again. And I have always been terrified of clowns, especially the kind that have candy cane guns and those silly straws that suck your blood out. Like, terrifying.
Dude, what's even worse than that is, remember a few years ago when they had all those people dressing as clowns just showing up in the woods behind people's houses?
Oh, I'm surprised no one died from that.
I would have 100% killed a motherfucker and been justified in doing so.
It happened in RNMP in Rocky Mountain National Park. Like, remember, this was like back when this was like 2016 when this was happening. Yeah, that happened in Rocky Mountain National Park. They were the park rangers put a bolo for looking for basically hikers who were dressed as clowns scaring other, tourists. It was like in October too. It was because people were there for the elk ride. And so they're just these out-of-towners, people checking out the elk, and then there's guys hiking around in the woods dressed as clowns.
No, people are watching elks.
There are people that go out in the woods in their furry costumes too, and I'm just like, are you wanting to get killed? Like, people die at the fair.
Yeah,
All right.
Seriously.
Denzel Washington, what is it? I forget the quote. Shit. Sums up the mainstream media right here.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
Yep.
What do you do? That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
Yep. Good job, Denzel.
Dude.
Yep.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now, if more people would actually take a stand like that.
That's all the media is these days. BS.
You know, his agency was like, "Please, Denzel, can you not say it like that anymore?"
His agency was like, well, fuck it. I guess Denzel gets to say what he wants to say.
So this is the continuation. This the first one with the girl who was forced to sit out in the foyer area, the cold area, without food or water for hours, waiting for her dad to come pick her up because she wouldn't wear a mask, right? So here's the conclusion.
Why would I stop recording this? This is video evidence of what's happening.
You have no evidence. You don't even have a right to be here at this point, except to pick your daughter up and take her.
Why doesn't she have a right to be here?
I don't want to argue with you. I just want to show you. This was sent at 8:02. I've been dealing with your daughter since 7:30 this morning.
Okay.
This is a dust storm.
Exactly. And I know it
The
is.
dust is not settled yet, and you're making the problem worse by doing what you're doing. There's a letter that I got from my superintendent this morning.
Do not resist. You resist, you will be punished.
Of course, the school policy for the safety of students.
See, if you notice, Dave Perry says it is not under appeal, and it says it's illegal.
But at this time, mass usage in South Colony will continue.
They can't continue it. It's illegal.
And you may very well be right.
All right, so you're gonna have my daughter sit here all day long?
At this point in time, she has to leave.
Okay, so give her suspension letters, give her notice of discipline, and have the police department come down here and they can arrest both of us.
At this point right now,
You are going to be held personally liable for this. Personally, not the school district. Personally liable.
I don't appreciate the threat. Fuck you, dude.
Dude.
I have such a huge problem dealing with these school administrators. Like I had the goddamn fucking Power Ranger fucking symbols up, huh?
No, that's Kim Possible.
Red Ranger.
Possible.
No, it's not, but I recognize the tone.
I think that was Night Strike's ringtone.
No.
Prove to me that it was not.
Oh my god, I have such a problem dealing with these like administrators though, because I had enough of a problem with them when I was a kid, and I was already like inclined to go along to get along kind of thing. But now that I'm an adult and I like know better, I have a real problem not flying off the handle on them though, right? Because like I want to make my point, and then they're like, actually, and then they talk down to you like you're a fucking student. It's like, no, motherfucker. Like I know more about things than you do, so shut the fuck up and listen.
I always hated dealing with them in high school, and I'm kind of glad I don't have kids and don't want to have kids, because if I had to deal with them now, I would have to hire attorneys.
Oh, that's the Quebec put in the nails on the road. The video.
Montrez-moi les clous, les gars. Montrez-moi les clous. Checkez tous les clous qu'ils mettent à terre. Ils veulent pas ensemble. Faites pas ensemble. Ça fait 3 fois qu'on arrête. Hey guys, this is a
Is this people helping the truckers or hurting the truckers?
Hurting.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. They talk like French retards. That's how you know they're from Quebec. No, but back to what you were saying though, Honda, earlier. Like, I just wish somehow it'd be legal again to punch people out of like I had a justified reason. I know we have rules about assault and battery and stuff, but how do you like? These people have no fear because they know they won't get hit. You know what I mean? They could talk down to people, be disrespectful. They have no fear of it. It just violates human instinct.
Oh, we got white supremacists striking again.
Really?
That guy stopped him.
Wow.
That's not yours.
Yes. Dude, I've been saying that okay, like you see these people grabbing a bunch of shit and throwing it in their car in the parking lot. What do? Do you go like tackle them? Do you go confront them? No, I say you go let the air out of one of their tires.
Yeah. I say it's reasonable.
Yep.
Because what are they going to do? Just drive off with a flat ass tire and make it even worse? No,
I
now
mean,
they got to
a lot
stop
of them
and jack
probably
their
will.
car up and put a new tire on if they have a spare.
No, they're driving off. The kind of person that steals a bunch from them is just going to drive off.
Well, now they're buying a new tire, dude. Like,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, which is even better.
Yeah,
Yep.
You got to do like 2 tires. So
They're not going to call the cops on you.
well, especially if you don't flash it, right? Like, I'm not saying like damage their property. I'm saying like take the little cap off and press the little button and wait till there's no air in the tire while they're filling it up. And if they try to attack you, okay, you know, then you can take measures. But
I don't know. I'm more of a fan of sticking a K-bar into people's sidewalls.
You know, that's a lot quicker way to do it. Actually.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
Hopefully their tire isn't overpressured.
Disable vehicles. Learn more about them at patreon.com/RayRay.
Hopefully their tire isn't overpressured and it just blows up in your face.
Boo!
Pregnant man, pregnant person emoji coming to Apple iPhones.
Hey, that one looks like me.
Birthing people.
See, I didn't even realize it was a pregnant person. I thought it was just like, oh, this is the emoji for I ate too much at supper.
I enjoy calling them birthing
beer gut emoji.
I think birthing people is like the best thing they ever did, because now you can just walk up to a birthing person and ask them how much for a load.
Oh my god.
Is somebody cranky because she needed to be changed in public because she didn't make it half a trip without leaking in her tights?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh god, dude, this is just a level of kink that I don't fucking get, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. Once like you're not having sex anymore, why are we still doing shit?
Who's
Like,
taking this picture?
The husband, probably.
Yeah, the person that like
the boyfriend.
Oh my god, dude!
The one that supports her in her kink.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh god. It's just disturbing.
What was it in the Bible where I forget who it was having an argument with God about destroying the city that they were in, and they were like, "Well, if you can find me like
Sodom
10
and
good
Gomorrah.
people."
Sodom and Gomorrah, it was God talking to Lot. Lot was Abraham's cousin, if I remember correctly. Nephew. And God came down and talked to actually, it was two of his angels came down and talked to Lot and said, if you could find, was it 4 people that were, holy in the city, we'll save it. And like when they went and tried to do that, Lot got raped.
It was pretty much just like, not one was like left. He's like, well, how about, because it was like it did this whole negotiation thing. What about, it's like, find 10. He's like, okay. Then he thought about it. It's like, maybe 5, 4, right? Does that whole thing. And then come back. It's like, yeah, nobody. So
my favorite part of that story is that it's not Lot's daughters that got raped. It was Lot that got raped when he went and tried to save Sodom.
Right. Yeah, I know. Well, and then like Lot, his daughters were pretty screwed up though, because after Lot's wife got turned into salt, they had sex with Lot because they were worried after they left Sodom and Gomorrah, which is
they got him drunk and took his brains out.
Yep.
Just nuke the whole site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
So I'm thinking like if God sent his angels down today, and he was like, Honda, I will save the city of Denver if you can go out and find 4 good people and bring them to me. I would probably go out into Denver and get raped.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
That's a typical Tuesday evening for you.
Yeah.
Like who hasn't been to Applebee's on a Thursday, Foos?
Ooh.
Oh, that's just in Joplin.
That's true. Shit goes down in Joplin, man.
Dude. Joplin.
See, you got to play the word game with that because they didn't say a live person. So, like...
Every time I've ever been to Joplin, I was like, so that's what crystal meth looks like.
Okay, let's check out this mental illness.
To answer, Rich, your question, yes.
What question? Sorry, I don't read cunt, apparently.
I can't read it. It's
there's music this whole time. God damn it.
Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Daft Punk.
It's Daft Punk, yeah.
Rest in peace, Daft Punk. I miss you.
Just another day in San Francisco.
Oh God. Dude, I saw that shit going on at the Target off of Evans.
What are they doing?
I thought that was an old lady. That's a dude. Stealing shampoo.
Mm-hmm. Right in front of the security guard who's doing nothing.
Also, what can the security guard do?
You can't do anything.
Right.
What's the point of the baton then?
Yeah, why do you have the baton then?
Because that way, when you try to speak up to somebody, they can take that baton from you and shove it up your ass.
Oh, okay.
Just like in that Michael Rappaport video where the security guard was just standing right there.
Is that how that dude got raped?
Yes.
He brought a baton with him to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Don't bring a baton with you, whatever you do.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
They use it for bad things.
I would encourage you to bring a shorter baton than that.
But no, seriously, what's the point of these security guards? Because I saw the same thing happen at the Target off of Evans today. It was just a bunch of like homeless-looking crust punks walking in, just grab whatever they want, and they were just walking straight out. Security guard was like trying to yell at them, but they just kept going.
You know what? I think that's probably the best job to have right now. All you got to do is just stand there and get paid every day. You don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, he's just yelling at him. It's like, dude, haven't we learned that like the quote unquote words or violence is kind of bullshit? It doesn't do anything. I mean,
okay, listen to this. The principal compares coming into school without a mask to coming into school with a gun.
What?
Oh, you can't hear shit.
Fuck that audio.
I turned it all the way up and you can barely hear it. Next time you make a secret Project Veritas recording, get a better microphone.
Yeah, no shit. That Project Veritas always needs a new mic.
Either that or just, just put subtitles. That'd be nice.
I'm starting to run out of rum.
Has decided.
Where's the rum gone?
Why is the rum gone?
I couldn't resist, dude.
Well,
I couldn't resist.
Why is the rum gone?
I like those movies, man. Johnny Depp as that pirate, Captain Jack Sparrow, is fun to watch.
Someone at Denver International Airport's having a really bad day.
Yeah.
I think we all are when we're there. It's one of the worst.
Dude, every time I've been to that goddamn airport, I get lost.
There are tunnels under it that lead to reptilian space bases or some shit, right?
Yeah. It's still under construction. They're still digging it out, man. They're still digging out the tunnels.
They have similar tunnels underneath Tulsa too.
Well, Tulsa's tunnels have to do with the Freemasons and hiding gold. It's a whole thing.
And a rich guy who didn't want to deal with poor people.
Yeah, there's a tunnel leading between two buildings downtown just so that a rich fuck could go from his bank to his hotel without getting kidnapped in the 30s.
Oh, dude, that's the same thing that the Shining Hotel, the one in Estes Park. Actually, there's a tunnel that goes to the bank because the owner of the hotel back in the day, the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, didn't want to, take all that money because he was a very rich guy, and he would take it right to his own personal vault at the bank.
Yeah.
Haven't ever heard a story about that before, have you, boys?
No. Honda got scared the fuck out of him there sometime.
Yeah.
Wait, Honda, you were down there?
Yeah. Honda was in the tunnel and almost died.
I worked for a hotel as a bartender that was a sister company with the Stanley Hotel, and they had a party that they needed extra people for, and so they put out the call and asked for volunteers, and I went up there and worked a shift as a bartender at the Stanley Hotel, ironically. And I get done with my shift, and I had to go turn in my drawer. You got to turn in your cash register, and they count it and make sure that it's correct and everything's good, and then you get your money and you go.
I have a question when you're done.
And I'm sitting there and we're talking and he's counting the drawer and he gets a call on the radio and he has to get up and go. Well, behind his desk, the food and beverage director guy was that tunnel, but it's got this old iron gate on it because it's condemned because it hasn't been used in 100 years.
Yeah.
And you can't go in there. Right. And I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for him to come back. And I don't know if it's just my imagination or what, but I swear to God, I heard a fucking little kid's voice come from the fucking tunnel.
Oh, dude, I've been in that tunnel, and I know the gate you're talking about. It's really rough rock, right? I guess you call it limestone or whatever. But it's just, it is creepy.
I have a question, Honda. So you worked a shift as the bartender at that hotel. Does that mean that your soul now has to be the bartender at that hotel for all eternity when you die?
What soul? I left it at that hotel.
That's true, yeah.
No, I mean, I don't
know. Have you guys ever done any of the mine tours?
Have you ever done any of the ghost tours?
Yeah. I've done a couple. I've never seen anything really cool, but probably the coolest one though is actually doing the ones in the mines. Those are creepy.
I went on all those ghost tours hoping to fight a ghost and never got a chance.
Yeah, I never saw anything. What the hell?
I think the ghosts get scared when you draw knives on them and run at them.
Men's lingerie. That dude on the right has tits.
They both kind of do.
Nah, I'm not wearing that.
I like the strappy thing on the black one.
What if she like really wanted you to wear it?
Then I'm not involved with her anymore.
What if the strappy thing accentuates like the size of your penis in some way?
Well, only thing that would do that be like a microscope, honestly. No, no thanks. Seriously, no. That's. I'm boring in the sack. I don't do that shit.
Well, I'm fun.
That's cool.
Is that what I think it is? Hold on.
SKS penis?
No, not alarm.com. Sound.
Dude, wake up. Dude.
Hey, Duke.
What's up?
There you go.
I've been sitting here. I haven't been asleep. I've just been thinking about how I'm just not as cool anymore. So no big deal.
Why are you not cool?
Because I was fucking with them.
Because we miss old Duke. Because old Duke used to get more sleep.
Yeah.
Aww.
And he would talk more.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when Duke talks. That's one. I'm
Just sitting here, baby. No worries.
Nice.
Sitting here fuming.
I love you
Fuming 'cause
guys
I'm not
too.
fun.
If you get arrested for being a Christian, would there be enough evidence to prove it?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
All hail Satan.
Fuck that.
I really don't care anymore. I'm just tired of being told what to do by religious people. My shit's my own.
I'm getting tired of being told what to do by anybody.
Agreed.
Yep.
Whether
I feel like the religious people have been telling me a lot less what to do lately, and the non-religious, secular, leftist, statist people, the authoritarians, have been telling me a lot more what to do.
Very
Yeah, that's kind of, well, that and also like women trying to, yeah.
Suckle your penis?
No, I won't let them. I don't let no whores near me. Nah,
The Bible said it's better to let your seed lie in the belly of a whore than to let it go to the ground.
This just goes on the ground.
That's just fucking wisdom right there, man. Like,
So does that mean instead of whacking off, you should get a prostitute?
yes, you should always fuck whores. The Bible said so.
Yeah, no, I don't want no syphilis. I'm good.
Black syphilis.
You worried about syphilis?
You're lucky if you think that's all you get.
Yeah, that's not all it is.
Super AIDS.
It's you don't have HIV. It's full blown AIDS.
AIDS.
There's at least 84 strains of herpes right now going through Night Strike.
Twitter,
no, no, not at all.
You no longer.
He's got you have herpes?
No, not at all.
I didn't know that. That's horrible.
I don't.
How long have you had it?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, man. Does it burn?
You told me it was a cold sore.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Fuck you guys.
That's dangerous. You shouldn't.
Why did you pop it?
You should get that checked out. That's not okay.
Well,
At Vegas,
I mean,
I told you that wasn't safe.
Not to tell you, but the way to get them to go away faster is to pop them, dude.
What do you pop? Wait, there's something that you pop?
With herpes.
You pop your herb?
They're like little pustule things. They go away faster if you drain them.
That's gross.
Just like anything else.
That's terrible.
Welcome to Medicine 101.
Duh, let's talk about something else other than Night Strike's herpes.
I don't have herpes.
That's not what you just said.
Squirted in my eye. Oh god.
Gonorrhea then.
No, you just said I'm Night Strike and I have the herpes. That's what I just heard.
That's what I heard.
I didn't say that at all.
I heard it come from your mouth where the herpes started.
You know, if you guys just want me to leave, just say it. Fuck.
No, we want you to stay. We're just
no, it doesn't sound like it. It really doesn't fucking sound like it. So you know what? Bye.
Nah, dude.
What did you guys do?
It's your fault. I
didn't do anything.
I didn't
make God mad.
You just
Man, I had my mic
I literally
on
said
mute for.
nothing that whole time.
I had my mic on mute for 1 minute and shit goes awry.
I was trying to like muster up like defensive night strike to get the subject off of him, and you guys kept going, and I kept cracking up and not being able to think of anything.
That's why it's your fault. You got to keep us in line.
Oh my god, dude!
Look to you.
If Night Strike, if you hear me, dude, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
Night Strike, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of rum involved with this.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
All of y'all are just wrong. Y'all are wrong.
If you're listening, note that I did not say a word about anything at any point during that entire exchange.
And I'm sorry that you have herpes.
It all started with angry yelling at Night Strike earlier.
I didn't. Like.
No,
Hey,
that
man,
wasn't him. That was me. But yeah.
Wait, which one?
That was me. That's Duke.
Oh, Duke did it? Oh, shit. I thought it was angry.
Because he wouldn't let me talk. I kept trying to say something. He kept jumping all over me. Trying to say one word about Mandalorian, and he's like,
I think we were just all excited to talk about Mandalorian.
Then you went all Honda on him. It was great.
did. I got frustrated. I just want to say one thing.
Yep. It's a story of my fucking life.
I'm sorry, but I haven't laughed as hard as Night Strike's herpes in a minute now. So
I'm just saying.
Well, Duke, is all your fault. You started it off.
It is not. I said
Sorry, Angry.
0 things about it. It was Angry. Angry started saying it, and I said, that's not nice. And Angry said, shut up. I said, okay. You play back. It's fine.
What did Angry do?
It's Angry's fault.
I don't know. I feel a little responsible, man. I shouldn't even. It's all me. I didn't know.
It's Duke's
I'm
fault.
sorry, Night
Duke
Strike.
knows it's his fault.
Well, it's both Angry and Duke's fault.
Duke's trying to push
He
out
started
fucking blame on anything else but himself. You're paying attention, it's not working. Daniel dropped in $2 and said, y'all just cured the herp in the chat. You're killing me, Smalls. You're fucking killing me here. Jesus Christ. Dude, I went out of my way to be nice to Night Strike, to bring him back to the chats, and this is what you fucks do?
It's not my fault, man.
I didn't know. I thought he was laughing with it. I didn't know.
I thought we were laughing together.
Yeah, I thought he was laughing along with
it. He
it.
obviously didn't have herpes.
I mean, I thought it was like so ridiculous. It's obvious that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. I feel bad. I don't know. I'm kind of new here at this, so.
I mean, if I wanted to make fun of one of y'all for really having herpes, it would be Duke, because he's a Marine, and obviously.
I'm
just saying, like,
it'd probably be Matt with his numbers. Matt and Yankee. Yankee said he fucked like 100 people before he was 18.
Whoa.
Like, bro, you have herpes now, don't you?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
you know,
he
does it
still has
consider
count.
sheep people?
What's that?
No.
Oh, I was going to ask if he considered sheep people. You know,
It was just a joke. It was just a joke.
Sheeple.
He's got to take a joke, okay? It was a joke. I was quiet for a really long time, and then y'all wanted to poke the bear, and I just made a joke. So
He says, fuck off. I said, Night Strike, I think, saying, come back. We're sorry. He says, fuck off.
Wait,
That's not cool, dude.
Duke, why did you give Night Strike herpes?
it was an accident. It was a toilet seat, I promise. I pooped on the toilet seat, and then he got it. So my bad.
No, that's how you get the crabs.
Yeah,
Boy, that's how you get the crabs.
And Yankee said that he had crabs twice.
God, love the dirty woman. Or
like
Squatch.
not once, but twice you have crabs, like bro.
Yo, bro.
Like you'd think you'd start checking for him after you caught it once, you know?
Yeah. Was it from the same person though? That's my question. You like, did they just not get it taken care of?
I'm done with Night Strike. I'm a little drunk, but fuck him.
I'm stating for the record, y'all was
now
wrong.
this has been friendly
with
Ray
Night
Ray
Strike.
to Night Strike. Like, I'm not holding back anymore. I hope you're listening.
What did he say?
He told me to fuck off. So, like, fuck him.
You didn't say anything. It was
Maybe
all
it's a jokingly fuck off. You know, text can't really tell what kind of emotion. You know?
It was a joke.
Maybe just saying, "Oh, fuck off," and not fuck off, Ray Ray. Just saying.
I don't know.
It could be.
You go out on a limb trying to include him a lot because he needs it. And honestly, he needs to be made fun of a little fucking bit too and be able to fucking take it. That's my opinion.
I feel bad because I didn't know him that well. So
I've known him for like 10 years. So like this has been, brewing a while.
Well, off on the farm, we kind of laid back, simple kind of thing that you can hack. Early to rise, early in the snack. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Oh, I got me a wife and I got me a fiddle. I'm sorry.
Can we all agree that this is Honda's fault? Can we at least do that?
How was this my fault?
No,
I
it's my
literally
fault
somehow
because
it
I made
is.
a fucking joke about herpes, figuring no one would think Night Strike had herpes, and that haha, whatever. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah.
All I'm saying, I went out of my way to like go be nice to Night Strike and offer an olive branch, and I didn't participate in any Night Strike bashing at all at any point tonight. Not the whole night. I was tempted.
I'm literally sending him a text saying we are no longer friends. Don't speak to me again. If I see you in a chat again, I'm gonna run you out.
No.
Fuck you.
Nah. Nah.
You don't need to salt the earth. I mean,
That's the kind of person that I am. Like,
burn the bridges behind us.
Salt the earth.
Means that we'll never worry about going backwards.
Just like the conquistadors when they came to America from Spain, burned the ships.
Dude, the American, I don't know if it was the Marines or who did it, Army. When we fought Mexico, they sailed down to the Yucatan, landed, and then burned the boats so that the only way they could get back was to fucking fight their way. And the thing was, it worked.
That's hardcore. That's you're committed at that point.
It's you're going to do it or going to die.
The Marines.
That was money wasted on the boats.
That's true. That's very true. You're like, you know how expensive that was, sir?
Right.
We were gonna fight anyways. You didn't have to burn the boat.
Right.
I know. I had my stamp collection in there.
I had all of my shit from the past 3 years saved up in that trunk in that fucking ship. You just burn it? God damn it!
Wow. Hardcore.
We couldn't sell
Ouch. Seriously. There's got to be a pawn shop around here. Come on.
Right.
Well, that's my thing. Like, those boats cost a lot of goddamn money back in the day. Like a wooden sailing boat.
Right.
It was
And
probably
you know
just like
people
that.
are proud
It was
of
probably
their
just
work.
Small boats.
It's probably like a man's effort for his entire life, or multiples of them.
Right.
No, it was probably just like the little boats. It wasn't the big boat. They didn't. And the story got told and got bigger and bigger. So, probably something like that.
Is that a
Daniel
marmot?
Daniel says you've angered the gods, Handler. And he also says that was the Spanish with Cortez, you dumb motherfucker. No, I swear to God. Okay. Spanish-American War. Keep talking, and I'll look this up.
I don't know. I'm looking at that picture of that marmot. Pretty cool marmot. I want a pet marmot.
I don't know if things just got awkward now.
It's just
No,
like,
that's all
you know,
Why? Because
you know what it-
motherfucker.
it's like when you're sitting at dinner, like when you're a little kid, and then dad just out of nowhere just hauls off and slugs mom in the face, and she just, stumbles back up to her chair and sits there. It's like, it's okay, honey, it's okay, it's okay. Eat your macaroni.
I really hope he comes back so you guys get to see Dad drag the kid off and beat him fucking red.
He ain't gonna come
Fuck
back.
him.
It was just a joke. He got mad. He can't take just a little harassment. That's all it was. We were just messing around like we mess around with everybody else.
Yeah, but it's not just this one time. This is like for the last 10 years. I don't know. I'm also very drunk.
Things done in anger cannot be taken away when you're not angry anymore.
Mm-hmm. Words are like arrows in flight. You're right, Justin. I should have herped when I should have derped.
Well, you guys fucked up.
No.
Now Night Strike will never come on a Honda chat ever again, and it's your fault. Every time I send Night Strike a link, and he won't show up, I'm going to blame you, Duke. It's your fault.
You can blame me all you want, baby.
Just to keep this going while Honda's looking stuff up. Hey, Ray. So I have a question. Do you do brass fittings? Oh.
Sorry.
I got excited to watch the A-Team. So Ray, do you ever do you do the brass inlays on handles? Do you do replacements on those?
I don't make knives anymore.
Oh, okay.
Well, you better start back, motherfucker.
I'm done, man. Like, I really don't want to talk about that.
Okay, all right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to research the Spanish-American War on the fly, apparently.
There's a lot to it, huh?
Admit you were wrong, Honler. I will not admit defeat. I will burn my boat and march all the way back to America from the Yucatan Peninsula if I have to.
You can't do that. You're just a server.
I think I remember hearing something like that about the Marine Corps, but like I've heard so many stories about the Marine Corps. Like it also could be from Star Trek. So
I remember hearing it. I don't remember where. I feel like it was like a Clint Torres video or something or Clint, what's his name? Smith, yeah, Clint Smith video or something. Clint Torres.
I love Clint Smith. He reminds me of my grandfather.
Yeah, I'm not going to research the whole war right now.
It was Cortez that did that on Yucatan.
Well, that wouldn't have been the Spanish-American War. That would have been the Mexican-American War in the 1840s anyway. Spanish-American War was fought in Cuba and the Philippines.
You're probably right, Daniel, okay? You're probably fucking right. But I seem to remember something, and I'm not going to admit that I'm wrong. I'm like, sorry. Fuck off. I'll figure it out later.
I'm Googling it right now to see if the Marines burn ships.
Puts me in a good mood hearing that. I don't know why.
Oh, that's awesome. It just brings me back to my childhood. Hey,
I'm
Honda,
about
you
to
need to
say,
get
after
a
3 seconds, stop.
What'd you say? Bahupe?
Uh-oh.
You muted yourself.
Well, it seems like Cortez definitely burned the fucking boats, according to Google. Jesus Christ, that's all the results are.
All right, fucking Daniel, you goddamn person. I couldn't think of a word.
Farfanugan.
Did it just get awkward again for some reason?
It did. I think it did. I think this chat might be over. We've been going 2 hours.
Duke, how do you not know this? Like, it's Marine Corps
I told you it wasn't the Marines. I would know that basic knowledge. I'm telling you.
Well, you're being awful quiet.
Well, last time I talked, herpes got brought up and somebody left.
That was great, though, man. I laughed so fucking hard.
I regret bringing up the subject. I regret everything. Oh.
You don't need to regret anything. It's a joke.
Oh,
it's
great.
just a joke.
Yeah,
it was a funny joke that he couldn't take. It's fine. It's not. I mean, damn. We all make fun of each other. Everybody makes fun of me. I make fun of them. That's it.
We should lay off Night Strike. I get that, but like, it's so hard.
Again, I was nice to the Night Strike the entire time. It's your faults, not mine.
It's mine. I'll take responsibility for it. He told me to fuck off.
But it's also Night Strike's fault for not playing along. Because if he just fucking owned it, then it would be over.
And for being a fucking pussy, like always.
Well, if you're just like, it's right, I have herpes, and so does your mom now. Like,
yeah, that's what I would hope we would do.
Just be like, do it like, how do you think your mother got herpes?
That's all you got to do.
I mean, like, there's a lot of jokes that could be made at my expense about herpes. I'm just saying. If anyone that has it, I'm probably the most likely one.
or you could say something like, I may have herpes, but I'm not playing Pokemon with STDs like you are.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
like, what do you mean? Got to catch them all, you know?
Nice. That was actually a good one. That was
just like Tom said, this is the B team. The B squad.
On this episode of the B team,
Night Strike leaves after being told he has herpes.
He won't even answer the group chat.
Next time on the B Squad.
There are bad news results for Night Strike.
Okay, I get it. This is all Matt's fault.
Oh, this is definitely Matt's fault.
Yes.
Because he's not here to moderate and mediate.
See, I don't know. I just had developed thick skin growing up a ginger, so you know.
Well, you don't really
Same
have a
here.
soul, so.
What's that?
It's hard to have feelings when you don't have a soul.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm a soldier. I may not have a soul, but I am a soldier.
Oh wait, there's two gingers on the chat. This is a rarity.
Well, not yet.
I have a ginger. I think I have some red hairs.
No.
Does that count? I have green eyes.
Doesn't that mean you guys are all part like Neanderthal or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 4% according to that DNA thing I was telling you about last night. The other night.
It's really weird when like men freak out about the color of your eyes. I don't know why boys do that. I don't know if you do that, but like don't. It's really creepy.
My eyes, if you look at them, are not the same color. Like they're both hazel, so they're brown, but they also have blue and green. But like one of them is more blue and the other one is more green. If you look at them, like you need to look at them in light.
You have the most beautiful eyes. They look like jujubes that I could eat.
What? That's weird. Oh man, if you're gonna at least
here
freak
he
out
goes,
about
here he
it,
goes.
be articulate.
I don't know. It just has always creeped me out. Maybe it's just me.
Well, I think the thing is though, there's actually a really evolutionary study on that. They did a evolutionary psychology study on it. Really fascinating about men's obsession with eyes and hair color.
I really like that book, The Whipping Boy.
Oh yeah, wasn't that about that like the whipping boy is like the servant to the prince and they get lost in the woods and they get kidnapped and stuff like that?
And they eat pickled herring and yeah.
Yeah, and they had the rat catcher, all that. Yeah, that was a good book.
It's weird the things you remember from a book that you read like literally 34 years ago or whatever.
I don't know. For me, it's like never anything I ever cared about. Like, who cares about eye color or whatever? But I get it all the time.
Well, so they did a study. It was actually male. It was a study. It was like done in like the late 80s, early 90s, and they did like a follow up to the study. And I think it was like mid 90s. But they were showing basically a bunch of pictures of women to straight male college students. Anyway, they would have like 100 pictures of women, but all they did, there's actually only 50 women in the stack of pictures, but all they did is change airbrush at that time, airbrush the eye color and the hair color. So it's like, you think it's 100 women, and you go through and you pick, oh, she's hot or not type of thing, right? What you found the most attractive. And they found that men that have the recessive gene quality that possesses, like very light colored eyes and things like that, more often would just pick predominantly women with like other recessive qualities. Is almost like a way genetically to ensure that their own genes could be carried through to make sure. Whereas like men that had dominant traits like brown eyes, for example, would pick, it was equal. It was 50-50. It's a really fascinating study. You should look it up.
So you're saying that in general, if you have something about you that is rarer, you're more likely to find someone that also has that when you fuck.
Well, you're more attracted to that as a cis male, right?
Well,
So
like the
yeah.
women that I dated when I did date cisgendered women
Mhm.
were all usually blonde, blue, green eyes, something like that. So I guess that's kind of true.
Yeah. So, and it's also the main reason why though is actually the hypothesis and the theory was that if you already your biology kind of dictates, you know, like how someone smells, like you do the blind test of attraction based purely off smell, and
Yeah.
like there was like it's same thing lined up in the same study that was actually they revised it in '95 just to double check it. And it was just the thing. It's like for someone like me who's excessively recessive, you know, I have freckles, red hair, blue eyes, you know, that type of thing. For me, and I look at my pattern of mate choice has always been like, you know, usually redheads, blondes, but definitely eye color though. Like for me, like if they have like jewel colored eyes, that's where I go crazy. Like so, it was just interesting you brought that about that, and that study like clicked with me. Ray.
Huh.
I just thought it was fascinating about the human condition.
Creepy. I don't know, but it always comes off as creepy. Maybe it's just the way men ask it.
Yes, exactly. So,
like, what are you planning to do to my eyes?
Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those Pete? Did you ever see that movie, Jeepers Creepers?
Oh yeah, with the
And
rose
he's
tattoo.
dude's eyes at the end with the fucking eye poker thing, the machine
Oh
that
God.
like, oh Jesus, and all you hear is him screaming.
So my question, the scariest part about Jeepers Creepers is not so much like, you know, this monster thing, you know, chasing you down the road and stealing your skin, you know, and like, you know, making a little suit out of different people. The creepiest part is the fact he went to the DMV and got his super monster truck registered with a license plate that says Jeepers Creepers. That's the part that I'm really intrigued about.
It said beating you, eating you.
Eating you, yeah. So yeah, but he definitely, yeah, you're right. But he still had to get custom plates though.
The creepiest part of that was the fucking church underground where they fucking dropped down and the walls were made out of fucking sewn together bodies.
Oh yes. Oh.
That was the creepy part. It's like, how long has this been going on, you know?
It's yeah. No, I thought it was really well done, and the movie's like super short. It's like less than an hour. It's like 50-something minutes or something.
I watched it once while home alone with my dog, and I started getting like scared during part of it, and then my dog started getting scared because I was scared, and then like the wind blew fucking like a bush against the house on the outside, and then he freaked out because he heard the bush, didn't know what it was, and then I freaked out because he was freaking out, and the movie was going, dude, that movie scared the fuck out of me, but it was more like the circumstances going on, you know, like the dog freaking out made me freak out, and then I thought like a creeper was outside. I was like grabbing my shotgun and shit.
That actually, there, what's it called? Hyper awareness dysphoria, like where you're alone, like in the woods, and you're already on high alert. So like the wind moving a bush triggers your response, and you give like what is it? Something that starts with an A.
Oh,
you get pretty much it has
I know. Yeah, it's like when you go hunting, and then all your friends send you like creepy pictures of aliens when you're outside in the woods in the dark. That's like super cool. That's my favorite part is when I go do that.
We don't do that to Night Strike ever. We should.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was the worst. I'm in the dark woods walking back, and I get all these horrible pictures.
I was like out of my mind on like I had been to the ER and they gave me fentanyl at the ER, and now I'm like sitting in a recliner, barely able to think. And Honda and I and you were talking, and like Honda's just sending alien pictures over and over and over again. Like I had to go.
Okay, all right. So the worst, because I camp a lot and I do a lot of section hike. I go on the the Continental Divide Trail and stuff like that. I'm out there. I'm not near other people when I go camping and stuff.
Ugh.
Okay, so when I was and I actually go hunting, but usually I don't do that because it's November and fuck staying in a tent or something like that for hunting. But anyway, in November. But anyway, so one summer, this was like when I was 19, I was camping with my brother, and I was in my tent, in my orange marmot tent, and in the middle of the night, and it was just like, we're just like kind of just listening to the crickets and crap, and all of a sudden I thought it was like a car pulling up. The light was so because it has an orange tint. There was just orange light everywhere, right? Because we were in an orange tent, and I thought someone pulled up to our tent or to our campsite stuff, or someone went into like our car, it turned on the light, but it got really super bright and like it was just like buzzy kind of sound, and we were like, oh, is it a helicopter maybe? But there was no sound like that though. It's like, but maybe it's really far off. So we try to unzip the flap, and it's just bright light, like like you're looking straight at a stream light. You know what I mean? Like just 1500 lumen, like you can't see anything. Zip it down. I mean, I'm 19, he's 16, so we're freaking out a little bit, and then all of a sudden the light just went away. That's it. That's all. Yeah.
I can't find anything that looks real. These are all like fake pictures. Like, God damn it, Google.
Look up real alien. Real alien. That's what you get. There you go.
There's gonna be pictures of Mexicans.
Oh yeah, these ones are all real. Yeah, here's a real alien, dude. Look
up disturbing pictures. There you go.
Or type in Zeta Reticuli alien. This is what I was talking about.
Xenomorph.
Well, he's got a few on there.
Disturbing.
Oh yeah.
Look, this one's drinking coffee, Duke. That's disturbing.
Yeah, but he's thinking about your butthole though while he's doing it. That's what makes it disturbing.
What makes it even more disturbing? It's decaf. It's not even normal. That's just not natural. Yeah.
That's disturbing.
I drink decaf.
Really? Why?
Yes.
Why?
I'm caffeine sensitive.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
fair. Nope. What is that? The picture above it. That looks
one.
That's just
that guy's in the KKK, Duke. It's fine.
No, the picture's below it though.
It's not okay to be in the KKK, but he's not an alien.
I don't know.
But this one?
No. Click on the other one and then go to the other one.
This is from that movie that we want you to see.
I don't want to see this. No.
It's about a real story about this guy.
No.
This is the real dude who experienced it, and he got abducted by aliens. I think it was in Oregon.
No, I'm talking about Stryber. No, Stryber was in upstate New York.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Shows what I know. Anyway, he was like working for a logging company, and like a bunch of dudes witnessed the aliens coming down and abducting him. Right? Like they fucking shot a fucking beam of light down and fucking sucked him up into the fucking spacecraft and flew off. And then they went to the police and they're like, "Holy fuck, our buddy just got taken by aliens. Oh my god, he's fucking gone." And they were like, "Yeah, right, you fucking murdered him in the woods. You're all under arrest." Mm-hmm. And then, like, it was like a month goes by, right? Mm-hmm. These people are all under investigation. No one's charged with anything because they can't find a body. They can't find any evidence of anything because he was abducted by aliens. But fucking so yeah, like a month goes by. He shows up naked in the woods after a month, and his story matches theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So they all got let go, and they made a movie out of it.
Yeah, the Travis Walton story, and it was in Arizona. The Stryber one, Wheatley Stryber was upstate New York, and he was the one that went under regressive memory therapy that actually talked about him and his family, their vacation home getting abducted. That happened along about the same time. I know someone in the chat's like, "No, Snowflake, Arizona." I'm like, yeah, I thought Honda was talking about the one up in New York first before the Travis Walton story. I was paying attention to the chat. Sorry, I wanted to answer that for them.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Oh.
Like, fuck you, internet. That's pretty gross. Is that from Last Jedi? Oh, who's texting?
It's not me. I'm on silent.
Never mind. I thought it was Night Strike. You guys fucked up, man. You fucked up. I blamed you.
I'm actually really sorry. I am. I didn't mean to do that to him. I feel bad.
These ones fucking used to scare me. What was the name of this movie?
Critters.
Yes. Critters fucking scared the fuck out of me, dude. But that was back in the 80s when
you could scare
special
children.
effects were a different thing. You know what I mean?
Practical effects.
I don't know, man. I'm going to tell you, like, though, as an 80s movie and being a small child and watching it, Ernest Saves Halloween or Ernest Scared Stupid, that one. Like that little girl, when she rolls over under her bed, she thinks the troll's under her bed, and it turns out it's her teddy bear. Then she rolls back over, and that troll's like right there, all this stuff seeping out of its face, and just like grabs her. Oh, dude, that freaked me out as a little kid.
Slither? That one was fucking gross. The Faculty.
That's with Frodo.
I didn't see Cloverfield. Is that any good?
Cloverfield? Yeah, it was fun.
It was okay.
Yeah, TJ Miller plays the cameraman, so you're watching TJ Miller kind of survive from his viewpoint, like the Godzilla invasion.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. All right, guys, I think we're done. We've been going 2 hours and 20 minutes now.
Okay.
We done alienated one of our own tonight. We talked about all kinds of fun stuff. We talked about some disgusting things. I don't know. It was kind of a fun chat.
It was.
I don't know what if we're going to be doing anything tomorrow. I don't think I will be. I don't know if you guys want to do anything or not, but in any case, we'll be back on Saturday night for Late Night with Honda next, if nothing else, and we'll see you guys then. Anybody else got any last minute thingy-to-dos? Oh, I fucking skipped super chats. Hold on before we go. Daniel says, look up D. Suez new 2000 Mules movie. Okay, hold on. D. Suez new.
You might want to be careful.
2000 Mules.
I don't know, Daniel. So
over here. Don't know what I'm looking for. Dinesh D'Souza's 2000 Mules movie. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Dinesh D'Souza says, look it up. You want me to check it out? Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
Is that
anyway,
a horror movie?
I don't think so. Dinesh D'Souza is very right political pundit, outspoken. I don't know what he does, dude, exactly.
Okay. I'm not as familiar with him, sorry.
He's the Indian guy.
He got arrested for campaign financing and charged and put in prison. He was the only person, as far as I understand, in the history of campaign finance law that's actually been arrested and served time for donating money. And it wasn't even like, like a fuck ton of money that he donated. It was like double what he should have, by accident or something is what he says. But anyway.
Okay.
We will talk to you guys next time. Again, Saturday, if nothing else. And hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Peace out.
Bye.